Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Right here.
Welcome to Ready to Start the Podcast, your mom's least favorite animation podcast. We talk about so many exciting topics here. I'm Ryan Rivety. Who else is here?
No one.
Rosa, do you forget every time? Do you forget? Have you forgotten every time that you're second? Where are you?
Am I
Rosa.
second?
Here.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I yelled at you. I didn't realize you were so close.
I just I say you start complaining. I want to give the crowd a good pause.
Let's start over.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I went in swinging. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I'm Ryan Rivety. Who else is here?
Is that a shark?
Yeah.
Everyone,
Yeah.
everyone, man your battle stations. Let's go pirate mode now.
Yar.
Yar.
Who else is here?
You're Ryan
I'm
Rivety?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Ryan Rivety.
Who's our second usual?
Yeah, who's
Hi,
the second
it's
dude?
me, Rosa. Your favorite
me.
Pokemon girly.
Yeah.
I like Pokemon and Pachirisu. Look at Pachirisu. Look at that thing.
That's like Rosa's gimmick. She's like the Pokemon.
Okay.
We have the Pokemon. Ryan's like the Bluey expert.
What?
Rosa's the Pokemon expert. And me, the third regular, I'm Seep. I'm like the Kirby expert.
Why am I the Bluey expert? I have not watched a full episode of that show ever.
I watched
Really?
Bluey.
No,
I
I
could talk about
haven't.
Bluey.
You said we should get on Bluey. Hop on the Blue.
I'm 24.
Mobile. That's no excuse, Ryan.
I watched it when I was 24. I'm Xander. Hi, everybody. It's me, Xander from Twitter.
Oh my god, it's a shark on the boat.
Yeah, no, I look like a shark now. A lot's happened since the last time I was on the podcast and I was a human person. Now I'm a shark guy.
I gotta get away. I gotta get away.
Ah, jeez.
Sorry, I didn't think he'd actually jump in the water. Oh my god.
Xander, ask you a
yeah.
question. What do you do? What do you do? What do you make? What are you up to?
You might know me from a little not very well known bi-weekly that we've done every week of January watch party called Feud Friday. We watch Family Feud, and then we watch a bunch of other bullshit because we get bored of Family Feud after like 2 hours, and it descends into madness.
How many
But it's
people here
Family
in chat have been in Feud Friday? Feud
You know,
Fighters, sound
there's
off.
like a lot of crossover. I feel like we have like the same. It's like we're on the same network. It's like I'm I'm Hey
Well,
Arnold to your SpongeBob.
we have had a huge we've been in Feud Friday's been growing. If you don't know, I'm like a moderator on Feud
You're the
Friday.
patron saint, spelled like
Right.
paint because that's your
Right.
gimmick.
And I have observed over the past like 2 months, I feel like just more and more people have been showing up.
No, yeah, it's been cool. It's been cool to see that people like this thing I do and started doing just because like we were literally just like we're getting a lot of Family Feud recommendations on YouTube. And then we were like, wow, these are funny. We should watch these together. And then lockdown happened and I was like, I need something to do. I need like a thing to make the weeks not blend into each other. So I was like, every Friday I have to do this or I'm gonna go crazy.
I have to ask. Do you think you've seen every single Family Feud clip uploaded to YouTube at this point?
The scary part is no. Every so often, like, because they're always uploading new stuff, but even like old stuff, I'll like throw something in there and it'll be like, how have I never seen this particular like moment?
Right. I mean, realistically, we're talking about a game show that I don't think really. I think it's had a new season every year. I think even during like the pandemic years, like they didn't go off the air.
No, they're
So
always doing. Feud is like a universal constant. Steve Harvey needs to be working.
the Steve Harvey AI model has so much training. It's insane.
No, you could.
Last question. Do you think Steve Harvey has become Flanderized over the course of the show?
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Unironically, yes, you could say that.
You actually
He's
could.
become too numb to the fact that the people making the show have realized that you can get a million times better reaction if you vaguely imply the answer might be penis.
Like, I feel like the
Right.
question sometimes would be like, what does a woman want in her? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
And then you
people-
go up to like some nice housewife and she's like, Steve, I don't know if I can say this on TV, but I think I
Steve,
want a penis
Steve.
inside me.
Steve, this ain't me. Now, this ain't me, Steve.
Yes.
But
That's the best reaction.
And then he
my favorite.
Then he like walks
Yeah.
around the stage like in awe and
Yeah.
confusion. And he makes that face, and then, like we spend a whole minute on this, and then they get a big red X.
right, I mean, people make that joke about like, oh, like, someone says penis and he freaks out. Honest to God, it's gotten to the point where the show it's like a pervert show. Sometimes he doesn't even blink an eye. The
No,
things
it
Steve Harvey
is.
says, like it's nothing nowadays. It's like insane. Like
It's like the question.
if modern Steve Harvey, if Flanderized Steve Harvey like traveled like 15 years back when he started the show and like showed him clips of what it's like now, I think classic Steve Harvey would have a heart attack.
I just
No, yeah, you watch-
really like the description of Family Feud is a pervert show.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
We've gone from like name something you'd find in your kitchen, a fork, to like if grandma wanted to get grandpa to get an erection, what would she do?
That's so like that's not even like exaggerated.
I could find
Only
that. I
thing-
thought I could find that one.
The only difference, they probably wouldn't say erection straight up, but like,
No, yeah, they'd say like, get him excited.
yeah, in the bedroom, yeah, they'd be
They
coy
love
about
their
like, the word-
euphemisms.
right? Yeah. Oh, don't. Yeah, they get real creative with that.
And then
I
like
want to know who like the producers are.
Like
We
the-
never see them.
the
But
sweet little grandma on the other team will be like, Steve, I'm gonna say show him pussy. And he's gonna go
say smashing cooch, Steve.
and he's like, what?
He throws his card and it's like, I can't believe that's up there.
Yeah, yo, we've talked about
Meet
family,
fuck kingdom, Steve.
we've talked about Family Feud for like 10 minutes. You don't even mention your game you milked on.
Yeah, I made. Yeah, I made a visual novel over the
Yeah.
last summer called User Unknown. It's about being transgender and how people perceive you, and it's a bunch of. I don't even know how to describe it because it's been such a crazy time since then, and I feel like the secondary character Gabe is sort of like usurped the actual game itself. But yeah, no, it's a good game. I
Yeah.
liked it.
is it really?
I hope so. God, I hope so.
I haven't played. I've been waiting for the Some Call Me Johnny review.
You know, I had him on the phone just last week. He said, Xander, I don't think this is fit for the show. I don't think that I can do a 30-minute game that has a sex scene in it.
Send to Nitro Red.
I'll send it tonight. You know what? You're right.
I think Nitro Red would do it.
But
Actually, this
I am
seems
working. I am working on another game right now with my
You.
partner Lilith. I don't know if I should like be like, hey, coming soon. But no, I've got stuff on the pipeline. We're working on a little RPG Maker adventure.
Can you confirm if it's going to be on the new Switch?
I can't confirm it'll be on Switch. We've been talking with Xbox and PlayStation, and they're on board. We're talking with the people who ported Omori to Switch, and they think that it might be a little complicated to get another RPG Maker game on there because it's an older version. But like, they seem really interested in the project. But we got to get a publisher first. That's the biggest thing.
Sorry, I really like this chat comment from my dear friend Gwen. Gabe is like Bartok. He's gonna get his own movie. Like Bartok from Anastasia. Like that little bat. Like Gabe's gonna get his own movie where like he's not like a villain anymore and he's just gonna be like singing like a
Yeah,
song.
he could get his own adventure. That does remind me, I do need to finish the User Unknown Christmas special, which I've been procrastinating on because it's not Christmas anymore. But I wrote like a bunch of it, and I want to finish it because if you've played the game, you know that Gabe has a very specific and iconic theme song, and I got my composer to do a Christmas remix of it, and I need people to see this Christmas remix. That's my whole motivation, is that I sat Saidi down and was like, "Can you do this but Christmas?" And she was
Really?
like, "Sure, I'll do that. Whatever." So I
I
need to
can't wait
finish
to hear
it.
that. I'm a
It's pretty
fan of the
good.
game theme. I've never played the game, but I'm a fan of the theme song.
No, Sadie is amazing. Go check out Lady Satan on Twitter. She's a great
Ryan,
composer.
link
She
the
does.
exact URL in chat right now.
Well, yeah, we're
5
Yeah,
friends
seconds.
on
5,
yeah.
Nintendo
Hold on.
Switch.
Let
4,
me put
three,
her Bandcamp
2.
in the chat.
Hey,
Go.
Oh yeah, Lady Saley. We're friends on Nintendo Switch.
Is that true?
I'm
Yeah.
just thinking about they call me Gabe, the Magnificent.
What are you
I,
talking about?
It's a song from
I'll
Bartok. It's Gabe.
Oh.
I'll do a Gabe solo venture. I promise. For my fans, I will do the Gabe origin story
And you have to
where
put it
he
in a more fantastical world, and he has to be like a hero in this one.
he
Yeah.
actually got isekai'd into real life. He's actually from a fantasy world where he was a great hero, and he's not actually a chaser. That's just how the fantasy world is. That's the norm. So he goes back.
And you
He
have
comes
to.
into the
Anytime anyone asks you, you have to change your mind on if it takes place before or after. Like, user unknown.
You don't think you don't think Xander's had this whole thing planned out?
Oh
to
no,
do
I
this?
I know. Don't worry.
This is like it's gonna be like Deltarune. The
No, I've
Gabe
been
game is gonna be like Deltarune, where like that's what you thought of first.
No, the
You
first thing
made
I ever drew, I have like the doodle still, is I drew that little face. And I said, one day you're gonna be on a movie screen, pal. And he winked at me, and I burned that paper,
you had
which
a dream of
contradicts.
the final boss of the Gabe game, and you
Yeah.
knew.
No, I know. Everything comes to me in dreams.
I can't wait to go to Gaby Land, and there's a statue of Gabe holding your hand.
Gaby Land,
Is he
yay!
is he bigger or smaller than me? Am I like holding his hand?
I think
Is he-
Gabe
Kinda
is like.
smaller,
I think he's like Mario height.
okay.
he's like
yeah.
he got hit by a Goomba.
Okay. I like Gabe face. Maybe not him as a person.
I hope everyone here who's being exposed to Gabe is like, wow, what a funny guy, and then plays the game and is like the first group of people to really be like, wow, this is actually a terrible person. This guy sucks. I hate him. Because no one's done that. No one's ever been like, I hate Gabe. I detest him. I
You know,
want a
you're not
Gabe
really
hater.
Well, it's
you're
because
not supposed to idolize.
they know they've played Gabe the Magnificent, so they
You're right. Gabe the Great and Gabe the Magnificent are really like the tour de force of the visual novel RPG hybrid genre. I'm a fucking auteur, baby.
Heck yeah.
So
Do
go on.
we have any news? It's
No,
like butt
I was-
crack January, right?
No.
I was about to get into that. This has been a very, very slow news week. So we're gonna talk about the 3 topics we have here, and then we'll probably talk about what we watched, and then we might go a bit longer on like user suggestions. Like, have some fun. Be a little
Yeah, what do
silly.
you think our show should
Get a little silly. I got my wine.
Oh my god, Blobby, she's got the wine.
I got the wine. It's non-alcoholic.
All right, where should we start? Let's start with this because it's just like the most nothing thing, but like it's here, guys. Getting a Polar Express sequel.
What would it even be about? Like,
Peak is on the menu at the Polar Express.
we're already seeing that. We already
They
saw
go to the
Santa
South
Claus.
Pole. They go to the South
Yeah.
Pole.
They fight Krampus. We have to. Okay.
They fight Krampus, yes.
So we're gonna. So this is we got announced. Is this an actual announcement? Like this is like happening? They're making this movie.
And let me double check if it's announced or rumored.
Yeah. Let's find out that it's actually like a baseless rumor from like Cartoon Base or something, and then we have to take.
Oh,
it
it's
down.
real. It's
Okay,
real in my heart.
no, I just checked. A Polar Express sequel is being worked out now. From Comic
being
Book
worked.
Movies, producer Gary Goetzman.
Gary
I can't-
Goatsman?
Gary
The Gary Goatsman?
Wait, Krampus has the goat legs. In like a second.
Yeah. So yeah, this is happening. I want to start with one really big important question. You think this will be motion captured a beautiful stylized
better be.
CGI animation?
I will riot in the streets. I will be so mad if they make a Polar Express 2 and it doesn't have the only interesting thing about the Polar Express, which is that it looks awful. It looks weird.
It's supposed to feel like a nightmare when you're watching.
I
Tom
like
Hanks
the
is also
Polar
in there.
Express.
Who's in there? Oh, Tom
Tom
Hanks?
Hanks.
Tom Hanks was like 90% of the characters in the first movie, wasn't he?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can do that with motion capture because it's such a cool technology. It's like real people, but you can have more of them.
Just like Ted.
It's like Ted.
No, it's not. How's it like Ted?
You can have a bunch of little Teds. Like you can have
They
a
don't
bunch
do
of little
that, though.
Tom.
That's
They
the, like
get-
one
they-
Seth MacFarlane product where he
But
only
they
plays
could.
one character. Okay, you're right.
They could.
You're actually right about
Okay.
that. They could.
What do you? So
Uh,
you guys brought up some of your ideas for the plot. What do you think the plot for the Polar Express 2 will be?
Well,
His daughter.
okay,
The real answer is it'll be like his daughter.
Hero Boy's daughter. Oh, and then like Hero Boy's like toys have to find their way back to Hero Boy, so that they can be his daughter's toys.
You just described
You
it
know.
like friggin' like brave little toaster right now.
I'm describing the leaked like Tim Allen wants like
Oh.
Toy Story 5.
He hates. They all hate Molly, so they. Alice. Here's my-
Molly.
Here's
Oh,
my
sister.
here's-
Sorry, come on.
here's my idea for Polar Express 2.
What?
I think that kid we have on screen right now, the Mandark kid. I think he'll be an
Yeah.
adult and he'll be on the train as like a stowaway. Like he never got off the train. Like he refused to leave, and he's like this. Got like a long beard and he's like really scraggly and skinny. He's like kind of a freak now. He's like, I never want to leave. Wander forever.
Speaking of that guy, what is that actor's name? Eddie like Deason or whatever.
Hmm.
What? Where did he go? Where is he? Remember when he was in like 18 Things in like 2005? I swear to God.
Let me see.
I swear to God.
Check what he's been up to. Now, what do you think of
Is
my
he
idea?
dead?
What do you think of my idea?
Okay.
The kid on the plane.
I think they kind of did that in the first movie. They had like the little hobo on top of the train.
So now he's going to be like the legacy character counterpart of that because it's like poetry. It's going to rhyme.
Yes.
This is going to be like a pseudo remake. I think realistically, this is just going to be the first movie, but with like different characters.
Hmm.
They're going to like swap the races around a little bit, and it'll be like the same thing, but it'll be like nostalgic. You know, this is your childhood.
I remember when I
Um,
got scared of that train as a kid, and now my child will be scared of the train.
What I think it should be, I think it should take place. I don't know how far into the future. It could be like the next year. It could be like 20 years later. I want the train to pull up back to like the Hero Boy's house. Maybe he is like an adult and he has like a brand new life.
Okay.
When the train comes back for him, and he's like, "No, I thought we did it." And then the conductor's like, "No, we have to get on board one more time. The big man needs our help."
And he just hands him a Glock.
Yeah, they have to. There's been a coup at the North Pole, and then like the evil version of Santa, like Krampus, has taken over.
And he needs
they-
Hero Boy.
Yeah,
And he's just
yeah.
He's
white
the only
kid.
one who believed.
You're the
No.
one who believed.
But no, but like I think a lot of the kids on that train believed, didn't they? Like the girl believed.
No,
No,
but
but
he's
he
like-
never
he's-
gave up.
Ryan,
He,
have you
at the
not-
end of the
And
At the
dude,
end of the movie, he's like, he shakes the bell and he's like, I'm an old man now, but I still hear the bell ring because I
but-
believe in
Right.
Santa.
wait, they need to go get like the girl and Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle kid.
No, they
Oh,
don't
yeah,
believe.
we gotta bring the crew back together. They're both the
Do it for
conductor
the
and the
crew
hero boy.
first.
So they're gonna be Tom
They have to
Hanks.
make them believe again.
Dewey kid's gonna be like, I'm a businessman now.
It's gonna be like
Dewey
forgot.
kid.
We call him Dewey Kid. He's the only character that actually has a name in that movie.
His name's Billy. I just saw
because
Billy, that's my name.
I saw on the Polar Express wiki.
Yeah. I can't.
What's
You have
on-
to look up on the wiki to find that out.
On screen. Let me get Dewey on screen.
let's get Dewey on screen.
Look at he's Dewey.
Yeah, he looks like Dewey if Dewey like got to farms.
What?
He got too.
You know, he
To
got like
form.
like the forms. You know, like
Okay,
the
so
pretty
like,
fucked up. Oh, wait a minute! I
What?
forgot. I didn't know there was a kid that looks like Dewey.
in this movie, do
Yeah.
you think I'm
Yeah.
flying?
Yeah.
I forgot about it. You think I remember everything from Polar Express except the thing we like repeat unlike command.
What?
Of course,
What is
it's
he
a
talking
it's
about?
a Christmas classic. Of course, you remember every detail, you remember every scene, and you know all the lyrics to the chocolate song, which we're all going to sing right now.
No.
Is there any passengers in need of refreshments? Oh, we got it!
Oh, we got it.
Oh, we
chocolate.
got it!
Oh, we got it.
We got
Say
it.
we got it.
Hot chocolate! No,
Hot
it's really die. You stop.
No,
I
So-
think I played the GameCube game for Polar Express more than I've seen the movie.
Right. Really?
Yeah.
So
It had a rhythm game section for that song.
that's pretty cool.
It wasn't. It was really bad. It was a bad
Oh.
rhythm game.
Well,
It made you use the D-pad and it didn't tell you.
did you get the
Train. You know what kind of train this is?
Did you get the platform around as Hero Boy? Like, does he jump around?
Yes. Yes. No. There. There was a lot in that game.
I
Most
see-
of it was just like exploring the train, but you'd like get to Santa, and there's like a platforming segment. There's like a bunch of platforming bits, like like on the train tracks, and like you're like climbing up presents. It's
Okay.
got that. It's got that shitty license game thing where they couldn't make just one game. They were like, we got every level has to be a different
Okay,
game.
Right.
I looked up screenshots of this game. The first thing I see is Hero Boy playing tennis.
Yes, you play tennis. You do everything.
Oh.
You fight Scrooge. They make like the Scrooge puppet like a main villain.
Does he
because
shoot
there's-
energy like magic blasts?
Maybe I don't
Oh, you didn't
remember.
even
if-
get there. You didn't even.
I
you weren't
no,
even
I
good
beat the
at
game. I remember one Christmas I was sick, and for some reason I was like, man, I'm stuck at the doctor's, but I wish I was at home playing the Polar Express instead because I'm so close to beating
Oh.
it. Too bad I'm 6 and have strep throat.
Oh my god, Xander, you weren't lying. This really is a hodgepodge video game. Looking at screenshots, there's levels where you go to the train. There's like these stealth levels. There's an edit level where you're fighting jesters. This is really just is. It's all like Crash Bandicoot like levels, like straightforward, perfect. 'Cause you're on the train.
Does the kid spin?
I wish you throw snowballs. There's a lot of throwing snowballs.
It has present boxes instead of crates.
Yeah, they should have just made Crash Bandicoot with a train.
This does remind me of like friggin' that like SpongeBob Atlantis SquarePantis video game where like it's just like 8 different gameplay styles hodgepodge together, and like one of them it's just like there's levels where characters will like walk down the hallway and you just press the buttons on the screen as they walk down hallways for like 5 minutes.
Which game is that in? I don't.
That's the SpongeBob Atlantis SquarePantis video game.
Oh, that is one of those games, right?
Yeah, it's just like it'd be like
Yeah.
SpongeBob, Patrick, and Scooter like walking down a hallway. There's like an animation of them walking. There's like button prompts on top of the screen. You just have to press,
Oh my god.
and it goes on
That
for
game
like
is so
5
awful.
minutes.
That game is terrible.
Okay, but like I need to pitch my idea for the sequel. Like I'm building out Steve's idea of like they're getting the gang back together. All the iconic characters are coming back.
Right. Yes. Let's get back on track with that.
So like Hero Boy, he's still losing Santa. Like Tom Hanks doesn't need to convince him at all. Like okay, so this is gonna be musical by the way. They're gonna sing. They'll sing a song like we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna save the day, and they'll find a girl. They'll find girl. The first movie.
I
Yeah.
better sing.
Like I don't feel the magic anymore. And then they sing a song about like Christmas wonder like in the city, and then they get on snowboards and like they like snowboard around like the city in the snow. It's like wonderful and whimsical. It's like you're right, I'm part of this. And they find Dewey Boy. And he's like the big businessman type now. Like no nonsense,
God.
no fun. They're trying to convince him. He's like no. Anymore. And then like he's like
Exact
kids.
same arc he had.
Like the kids, like he has kids, and they're like, Daddy doesn't
Yeah.
like Christmas. And then like he sees like how his hatred of Christmas affects his kids. He's like, I don't want to be this man anymore. Go save Santa. And they get on the train, and they sing a song too. They get on the train. That's when they find Mandark Kid, and like I said, he's like a scraggly beard kid now, like guy now. He's like super thin, doesn't eat that much anymore. He like lives on the train. He's like, I never want to use the whimsical wonder of Christmas. He's kind of like a villain in this one. He's like keeps trying to ruin their plans. That's the plot. And also like Hero Boy's daughter's there with them too.
Well, how's it end?
We gotta see the movie.
Oh, you're right. Oh my god, man. Yeah, I think that has everything. I think you nailed it.
I got it. Yeah. I do have to read this tweet from my dear friend Blake, who was on the show before.
Yeah.
Which is quote retweeting the announcement for this. And it says, and I quote, like, Hero Boy breaks the internet.
Uh-huh. That made me laugh.
Does the train go into the internet?
Yeah.
Come on,
Hero
kid,
Boy,
we
you
gotta
get
save
2 million
X.
views.
If we don't go, this is Santa speaking. If we don't go viral, Christmas magic will disappear.
It has to go viral, so it's like the end of Elf, but way more cynical.
Oh my god, yeah. We gotta collect the Christmas cheer by getting TikTok likes.
You have to do the Santa challenge.
The Santa challenge, where you believe in Santa really hard. For
They'll
real.
have like promotional tie-in videos of like teenagers dancing to the Santa challenge when the movie comes out.
Thanks,
They'll
like,
do like
hashtag
a
ad.
cool remix of hot chocolate.
Tom,
With like a bass line.
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah,
Hanks,
hot like
conductor,
fire.
will be like, by golly, you're right. We need to go viral now. Everyone pull your phones out.
Everyone
why
in the theater, wave your phones around.
A movie should do that. I feel like movies aren't interactive like that. Like everyone in the theater, pull your phone out and turn the flashlight on right
They
now.
did do that once, and it was
When did
a colossal failure.
what movie did that?
The Oogie Loves Big Balloon
The
Adventure.
Oogie Lo-
Who?
You don't what? Who? The
No,
Oogie
I want
Loves.
I want a movie that like adults will be at. I want it to be like the part in Kick-Assia where they're like, "We need you to say that you believe in Santa Christ."
Is that the only adult movie you can think of?
No, that's the
Well,
movie
a lot
that
of-
does that.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I can't think of another movie that has the word "fuck" in it that also does like a "come on, audience, say it with us. We believe in Santa Christ." Like
I think
no other
Tyler
movie
Perry
does
movies
that.
do I think Tyler Perry movies do that.
They
We
could-
need to get Medea out of prison. Everyone, if we wish really hard
Everyone, call your local congressman right now.
and demand that they get Medea. I need to watch Medea Goes to Prison because Steve Harvey apparently has a cameo and I can't find a clip.
Oh my
And I need
God.
to see that.
I think
We
you
need
know,
to like get that uploaded.
I think that's how Marvel can come back. I think is they make the Marvel movies interactive, like Thor could be like,
Oh, they'd have their own like hotline.
yeah,
Like
like
you could call during the movie. Like
But-
the phone number comes up on screen.
by Odin's beard, I need some help. Quick, call this number on screen.
Quick, call 555 MCU 2 right now to get the time stone away from Thanos.
Everyone in the theater gets to call, and like one lucky person in the theater, like is like, "Hello, Billy. Thanks for the help."
Oh, I got it! And you like jump up in the theater and you're like, I have it, and everyone huddles around your phone, and then they give you instructions.
Like you have to do like a scavenger hunt in the theater, and they loop a Thor animation on screen as you're doing the scavenger hunt. Every once in a while, like, did you find it yet? Keep looking, my little ones.
That sounds specifically designed to torture people who work at movie theaters.
I was just about to say, I'm imagining being like a fucking projectionist, like, oh my fucking god. I gotta change the fucking reel.
There's just popcorn everywhere in every hallway. Everyone brings their popcorn with them. They're spilling it. They're spilling their drinks. They're trying to refill their butter during the scavenger hunt. They're getting their fingers all over like the merchandise. You have to like pull the posters down from the walls and like take them out to get
Go
the
into other
prizes.
theaters. Maybe they're in there.
Yeah. Go to theater 6 on the right.
They had to always place like the Thor cube like every time there's a new screening, and like the theater instructions specifically say you can't put them in the same spot. You like have to find a new one every time.
Imagine you're just going to see some movie. I can't think of a movie, and like they have to be like, look, they're doing the new Thor movie in the theater over. They're gonna come in here. Just like be ready, okay? Don't tell them where it is. Like, don't start looking for it. But like, you know, new Thor movie. This is what they do now. Just watch out. And you're in the middle of Boy and Heron. It's like right near the end. You're like realizing like, oh my god, this is a masterpiece. This is really touching my soul as a creative. And then 12 people in like Iron Man shirts come in and are like, we need to find the fucking Thor cube right now. And they're like
whipping things.
and then you look on the screen and like the grandpa's like tower falls over and like you shed a single tear. It's just like, this is what he was talking about.
The idea of the on-screen Thor being like, my little heroes, perhaps you might check the woman's restroom.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
It's just some lady like taking a shit in there and like 30 guys walking like, where's the cube?
Where's the cube? The cube
Oh.
for the guy, Ricky.
This idea is almost as good as renting out an entire theater to do a podcast in.
Exactly.
So anyway, that's what's gonna happen during the Polar Express sequel.
Yeah.
It's
If you were wondering.
A bunch of people in Thor t-shirts.
If you wanted the cinephiles perspective on that, there you go.
Yeah, I have a letterbox. I post on Letterbox.
Yeah, I think more movies should be interactive. I'm really into this now. Like, when you see like Sonic 3, like you could get like two endings, like the Shadow dies ending or the Shadow lives ending, where like he's like falling towards Earth.
God.
If enough people in the
Yeah.
audience like press their Shadow buttons, you get handed before you walk in. Like Shadow will be lifted back up to like the arc and survive, but if you don't, he dies.
He just gets lifted up by magic.
And this can have like this can have an effect on the sequel. If enough people don't
Oh
push
my
the button,
God.
that's how we get the Shadow the Hedgehog movie. But if
Ooh.
enough people push the button, that's how we get the Sonic 06 movie.
Oh my gosh.
It-
We gotta
it-
get the
it's
Shadow
different
Hedgehog movie,
timelines.
everybody. We gotta see him assassinate the president.
Can Maria
that-
survive too? If you press your Shadow button enough, Maria will survive with the gunshot.
I hope they show that in the movie. I hope that we get every Sonic Adventure 2 moment. I hope he says, "You're not good enough to be my fate." Like he said, like, "I'll make you eat those words."
I'm just
Yeah,
thinking
that'd pair well with like the fart scene, the shadow fart scene.
I just really am like into the idea of interactive movies now. I think this is the future. I
We
really
gotta go
do.
get James Cameron.
We gotta call
call this-
someone.
4D.
Yeah, hold on.
James
No one has ever done
Cameron.
this before.
I got
James
my
Cameron
phone
on
right
the
here.
phone.
I'm gonna call Thor and ask him.
Oh my
George-
God.
Someone tell
Hello?
George Lucas about this. I think he'd love it.
Hello, George. I got George Lucas on the phone.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We got this new idea. So you're watching, well, not Star Wars. You don't do Star Wars anymore. I know you don't do Star Wars. Yes, I know. Yes, I know, George. You do Strange Magic. Yes, no, for the Strange Magic sequel. Yes, okay. What if you could be a part of it with your own Strange Magic?
I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah. He said he's selling Strange Magic to Disney, so he's got nothing. Unfortunately, he doesn't really. But he liked
No,
the
no,
idea.
no. We gotta.
Getting-
Spider-Verse 3 should
George,
have
George, listen to me. We don't need strange magic. We could create a new movie. Here's
Weird
the concept
wizardry.
idea.
that. Odd
Huh?
wizardry. Odd
Weird
Oh,
wizardry.
yeah.
Odd wizardry, huh?
I like your idea for Spider-Verse though, Seep, because like I could see people getting invested in that. Like you have to save Miles' dad by pushing the Save Miles' dad button.
Like they can make Miles' dad usually like kind of mean, like the scene before that. Like he's like, you know, he's like,
Ooh.
I don't really like Fortnite, Miles. Like the scene before that. It's
There
like
should be like
Dad,
dialogue.
I'm in
trees.
Fortnite.
We need to have dialogue trees every 10 minutes.
the audience can vote on them.
Well, like, while Miles' dad like stands there and it's like idle animation.
I
Is
think
that
really what we're finding is we need to
Maybe
put
not.
Telltale games in theaters.
Yeah.
how we get
We need
Sam
to-
and Max in theaters?
Yeah, we get Sam and Max in theaters, and every 10 minutes they look at the camera and go, "Whoa, what should we do next, Max, little buddy, and all our new friends in the audience?
They address us.
No, of course, they can see us. They are looking at us.
I think. Listen, here's the thing. That will happen, but it won't be a result of like the 4D experience. That's just what they actually do.
Yeah, Max.
It will
is
be
going
out
there.
of character if they don't do stuff like that.
It'd be funnier when when the Last of Us game does that. Like, what should we do? All our friends in the audience.
Ellie's in a bind. What should we do, everyone in the audience?
Can I ask something about our topics today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have anything really boring that I specifically would have nothing to say about for 20 minutes?
Ted?
No, I'm one of the people
No.
who watched that.
No.
Yeah.
I think you have opinions on Ted and Sonic.
Okay, because I forgot I promised to make rice, and I just
Oh,
basically have no time in the day.
bye.
So Does anyone want a live rice washing segment?
Yeah, no, we could, maybe.
Sure.
No.
I'm not in charge. I can't approve that.
Whatever.
I'm the
Go for
guest.
it. Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll still I'll be listening. I might chip in occasionally.
Yeah, let's talk about
and
migration for a minute. We'll see if does
Okay,
that.
yeah.
None of
That's
us have
actually really
seen
good.
that.
That's a good idea.
Seen that movie.
We don't have to see it. That's the beauty of it.
You have to
We
talk
can,
about
like, what
it?
do you think? What do you think happens? What do you think happens in migration?
You want me to guess what happens in migration?
No, I want you to believe what happens in migration. Just like I want all of you in the audience to type 3 in chat to make sure we can talk about migration for 20 minutes while Seep cooks rice. If you believe hard enough, maybe we'll get 20 minutes out of migration. I think that having ducks as like a metaphor for like an overprotective conservative parent is pretty smart.
What do you
Yeah.
conservative?
Very unique. I haven't seen anything like that before. It's very new take. I can't wait to. I really love how they further it by like
No, yeah,
having
no,
to
it's
like insult the other animals.
it's a really interesting take.
Can we roll this
on-
back. When did the duck become conservative?
Because he cares about his family, whereas his bitch liberal duck
What do
wife
you
is
mean?
like, we gotta migrate.
His
And he's like,
bitch liberal wife.
His bitch liberal duck wife.
Oh, okay. Yes, duck wife.
No, because he's got a duck wife, and she's like, we need to migrate, and that's like
do.
that's a metaphor for like something, and because he's a conservative, he's like, we gotta plant our roots in this pond.
So you think main duck character is a conservative?
I don't think he's not politically. No, of course he's a duck.
Okay.
All ducks are libertarian, but like as a metaphor in the story, you know, like in the bigger picture of what like art is, he's supposed to represent like a jaded father who can't connect with his family because they're more progressive than him, because they're going to migrate for the winter, whereas he just wants to hang out in like the pond and eat breadcrumbs. I'm assuming they eat breadcrumbs because that's like one of 3 things you do with ducks, even though you shouldn't.
Okay.
I thought the reading of like, you know, the ducklings are still little ducklings. They're little ducks. And
What's their names?
And, like,
Say it right now without looking it up. One?
Drake and Josh. Because Drake like duck Drake. That's why he's named Drake.
I'm gonna look up
Josh.
right now what the names of the children migration are.
If there's a character called Drake, I get like 500 StarCast points. I get to move on to the next round.
They're
It would
okay.
be a joke about the musician. You know?
Okay. I think their names are Dax and Gwen. There's no Drake here.
There's Dax.
we got a
Wait,
Gwen.
Dax?
Congratulations, Gwen, for winning.
Yeah.
Okay, well then the duck Gwen is transgender because that's a name that only transgender people have these days. You see, it plays into the metaphor.
The duck is transgender. Got it. Okay, of course.
Yeah. You could do that. You could actually be really smart and do a thing about that because like ducks have really obvious sexual dimorphism.
Okay.
It'd be like Hell of a Boss. How the trans character in Hell of a Boss has like the like demon sexual dimorphism. The horns are slightly different. Yeah. It's like that. It's exactly like Hell of a Boss. That's my review of Migration. It's like Hell of a Boss.
Hey, Xander, I think you have one huge problem with this review.
Yeah,
No one has ever seen Hell of a Boss.
that is not true. I watched a tiny bit of Hell of a Boss, and I am not going to talk about it on this podcast. I am not going to make that part of this discussion. Unless you really
And it-
want me to. I
No,
have
And
opinions.
is
Good.
this tiny room is this tiny bit in the room with us?
Um, no, it's on. It's gonna be on YouTube.
Not for long.
Not for long. They're taking it down.
Hey, Xander, can I ask a question?
Yes.
What did you think of the short before Migration?
I thought it was moving, and it reminded me a lot of the first time watching Bo before Incredibles 2, where I was like, wow.
Oh, who's
I'm really
who's in this short? Like, what character?
the Minions.
That's half right.
You're
The
blowing this so
Minion
hard.
the Minions. I just thought,
This is
you
a
know,
news article.
the Minions
Oh, get that
You
nice
know,
washing sound.
and Gru.
No,
I just thought
no.
Gru's not. I mean, Gru's implied by the existence of the Minions, of course. Like he's Bow.
Do you really not know what the short was?
I
You
mean,
didn't see anything about this?
I mean, I saw the movie in theaters, but I was late. I was running late. I missed the short because I'm like, I don't want to watch trailers, so I show up 20 minutes late to every movie, and I missed the short. But hey, you can't see the whole movie every time. Sometimes your dad is late. Traffic. Um, I feel like I know less about this short than I do about Migration. I'll be completely honest. I feel like I kind of know what Migration is. I think I know what
Only
Migration is
kinda.
about.
Only I thought you saw the movie.
I'm
I mean,
not joking when I say they literally promoted the short like before it came out. Like it had articles. This was huge.
everything has articles. Everything gets articles. You could get article. I could
This
look
had a
up
Veilskabum
anything.
video about it. There was a Veilskabum video.
But like Migration's a movie that's very open to interpretation. Like
Yeah.
much like A Boy and the Heron, which I compared to because they both have birds as like a central element. I don't think any of the birds share voice actors. I think Aquafina was in one of them.
Boy and the Heron. She was in that one.
Yeah, no, she played the heron, and she was like, I don't even know. I don't even know what Aquafina in Boy and Heron would be like. I can't even make this joke. I don't even know what this joke would be. But Migration, in review, I think it's a great family fun time for you and your flock this Thanksgiving season.
Now, was that the best 10 minutes in Startcast history or what?
Maybe.
I think it's up there.
Let's talk about the last 10 minutes. I thought you did a pretty good job.
Thank you.
This
Thank you.
sucks. We can't keep
No,
doing
this was
this.
good. No, this was good. No, I think this is every time I'm on the podcast, things go a little bit crazier, and I think that that's good. I can come in when there's no one to actually talk about things, and I can come in and do like a little improv bit. I can be like, "Oh yeah, I saw." I can't. Thank you for this. He's like looking at me. This Gabe drawing. She drew a Gabe thing and put it in the thing. I'm looking at it, and he's looking at me. Can you put that on the
Yeah,
screen
I'm
so
working on
everyone
it.
kind of knows what I'm looking at? Because this is he's staring at me. He's looking at me. He's like, Father, why did you bring me into this world for this to happen? That's another thing with User Unknown. I'm just gonna say that. Very Paper Mario inspired for some reason. I got all my Tanabe jokes out, and I'm proud of myself. All of them. I don't feel like making Tanabe jokes anymore.
Really
I'm proud of
changed you.
myself. No, it changed me. I got all the jokes out. There's Paper Mario's coming out. That's something to talk about that I
That's
don't
not
think Steve
news.
cares about. It's
was like-
news.
No, it's like 2 months ago.
Well, do you think it's coming to Switch too?
No.
You don't think it's coming?
They announced it for Nintendo Switch.
But like, maybe it'll be like Zelda. It'll be like Zelda.
Oh,
Works on both.
that's gonna be like the big launch title. Like,
Yeah, no, yeah, they're gonna delay Paper Mario so they can have it launch with the Switch 2, the Switch X, the Switch NX.
Hang in there. You're
Um,
doing great.
No,
I'm
I'm doing my
watching.
best. I played Lethal Company with Seep. That's
Okay, hold
news.
on. I got some. I
Wait,
got
hold
some.
on. I got a question for the chat.
Okay.
Business, grandma, or twink?
What?
Business. Business.
Business.
Business.
I
vote
want to
for
see my
business.
businesses in chat.
All right. Let's see. What do you have to choose, Brian?
Business.
Business. Okay, we got business.
Okay, hold on.
So for
I got a way to install the show. Hold on. I got a real way. Guys,
we
got
got
this-
one grandma.
I got this list of animals right here.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask real quick.
Grandma.
What animals are going to be turned into in Mario Wonder?
No. We're back.
No, I think.
Okay, he's back. Bit over. Okay, C's back. Hey guys.
All right, I'm gonna go to the Ghost Gem and Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Hey guys. Hey.
All right, welcome to our show. Hey, let's talk about, this is a show where we talk about topics, We talk about animation news. We talk about things that aren't even animation, but like things that like 5-year-olds like.
Like Bluey.
Like Bluey. I mean, that is.
I could have been
animation.
talking. I could have been talking about Bluey this whole time. I
Have
got
you
Bluey
seen
opinions.
Can we? Okay. So we got some news, rumors, leaks on the sorts about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie universe, and two of the people in here like Sonic. I'm pretty sure.
I like Sonic.
3 of the people in here like
Sonic.
Sonic in here. I'm pretty sure.
I love
Okay.
Sonic.
That's why I said 3.
Okay.
That's
So
why I'm transgender.
the Knuckles show episode listing potentially. Actually, I don't even know it's potentially. I think it just won. It got.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let me pull up the list of the episode names we have. Okay. We got episode 1, The Warrior. Episode
Ooh.
2, Don't Say I Wasn't There For You. Episode 3, The
that was
Shabbat
fucking really
Dinner. Episode 4, The Flames of Disaster.
Lose the bat?
Oh my god.
Episode 5, Reno Baby. Episode 6, What Happens in Reno Stays in Reno.
Hmm.
Is that it? That's the finale?
Hold on, is there more of this?
They're gonna go to the Taj with Mephiles. And
I
they're gonna
think that
hang
might
out.
be it.
Okay, yeah,
It-
that's all
it
6 of them.
Yeah, it is one of those like 6 episodes, each an hour long streaming shows.
Okay. What do you
And then
think?
it doesn't get on a season.
What do you think of like the names? Like, what do you think's gonna happen in What Happens in Reno Stays in Reno?
I think they're gonna. He's gonna
Well-
get drunk and he's gonna spend all his money on blackjack. And
Oh my
the
God.
cop from the regular Sonic thing is gonna be like, Knuckles, you're all washed up. I can't believe this is where you are, Knuckles.
I think a
Yeah.
Knuckles going too far in like a Reno sequence would go hard.
When these leaked, like when the Sonic fan base got their eyes on these, I think that is the title that stood out the most. Reno. Like we've always like thought about like Knuckles and Reno. What's like the connection? Knuckles is always talking about going to Reno, Nevada. What even happens there? You know what? What happens there stays there. I shouldn't prod.
Yeah.
My understanding is Reno is where you go when you can't afford to be in Las Vegas.
So the
It's like-
filming crew couldn't
Yes,
afford to film in Vegas.
Not
Okay.
bad, right?
they did that. They literally did that in the Muppets movie, didn't they?
What do they do?
Didn't in the Muppets movie? Don't they go to Reno?
They do,
So,
yes.
like, yeah.
Okay, but like, here's the thing. You think they're gonna stick to like the very like hard canon that like Knuckles is like a teenager, or like are they gonna let him be an adult? So we go to Reno, like we have a scene like he's like partying
Well,
too hard
this
and
will-
drinking, like
So Knuckles
gambling.
is, like, I think his official bio, he's like 16.
Okay,
This will be like a couple years after. So he's like finally he's old enough
okay.
to like go to the bar.
So he doesn't have to get like drunk off candy and root beer at like Las Vegas. He can get
Yes.
he can get like
yeah, we're
actually
gonna get
drunk.
alcohol consumption in this show. Yeah.
There's gonna be like an
I
awesome
think that
sequence
is-
where, like get like a point like a face front view of Knuckles like moving around, like the background's like changing really fast, like
Oh yeah.
just show like he's going crazy,
All messed up.
He's-
Yeah.
and he's like dancing, having fun. He lost he lost sight of like all his like goal, his focus. Like he was supposed to train to be the best, but he got distracted at Reno, and he's on the roller coasters, and he's lost all his knuckle money, and he's
This is actually like really good. Like this cat might actually be what that episode is.
I hope it is. I want it to be like that
What?
Simpsons episode where he goes to Vegas with Flanders.
Yes.
I want that to happen.
Where Flanders reveals he's 60.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an old man.
So the synopsis of this whole show. So this is a TV series spin-off based on the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, the wildly successful Sonic movies. Because Knuckles was kind of a breakout character in that sequel. This is kind of like the Knuckazants, you know. We're kind of getting the Knuckazants. So they're kind of cashing in on that here. And the only plot we know of it is that he's training the comic relief cop character, not even the main cop guy, the like funny side character who's in probably like 10 minutes total of these movies. He's training him how to be like a noble warrior, I guess. And that's really all we know. So I
Yeah.
I think the most intriguing part that we haven't really mentioned, we're kind of skirting around this. One of these episode titles is like explicitly referencing Sonic 06.
Mhm.
A major plot point of Sonic 06.
Which one?
The Flames of Disaster.
Oh,
That's the thing that's called that's what releases Iblis in that game and causes like the apocalypse.
For you, do you think Mr. Iblis Trigger himself will appear?
God, I hope so.
I mean,
Do you think Silver will show up? Oh, that'd be so
think-
cool.
That'd be. You think Vector will show up too? He
Does
just
Vector-
pops out like,
Vector's in
"Hey,
Reno."
any melts in this area?"
Oh, Vector could be in Reno. That's where he can show up.
Vector's gonna be in Reno.
Hey, I was looking
the
for some nice
Team
melts.
Chaotix,
And then
their
it'd be
little-
like, Victor, stop.
their little detective agency will be in Reno, and they're gonna go to him, and they're gonna be like, "We need some help," and he's gonna be like, "Fine, the computer room." That's the only Vector joke I know,
And then
besides the MILF thing.
Vector will be voiced by his original voice actor for the fans, and then SB will have like I don't know, Tim Allen voicing him.
Tim
Tim
Allen. That
Allen?
would be that's a great cast. That's great casting. Tim Allen as like
What
the
would
stoic
Charmy?
ninja character.
Yeah, who plays Charmy?
Tom Holland. I don't know.
Of course.
Okay.
Everyone's favorite
Oh
small
no,
man.
no! Wait, Charlie B can be Ryan from like that one YouTube channel.
Ryan's Toys World.
Ryan?
That would actually be like amazing. That'd be hilarious.
Like breakout role is Charlie B.
Yeah, his breakout role, the thing that gets him famous. Forget all the toy reviews.
Yeah. Yeah. Then Rouge could be in the casino too, and she could be voiced by someone else. Hopefully,
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. That's probably better than what we have right now.
Yeah.
There's like two outcomes possible. Right now, we're kind of at a crossroads because we know nothing about this show. For what the Flames of Disaster episode could be, would it be funnier if they actually like pull like a Sonic 06 like major plot beat and like introduce like Mephiles the Dark? Or would it be funnier if this is just like a completely just crapshoot reference that they did for no reason?
I think it's gonna be a crapshoot reference. If you want my honest opinion, I think like I don't know, like there's gonna be like a forest fire.
Oh
Right.
no.
That would be hilarious because like titling your episode that's like I get the motivation of like, oh, we gotta like appeal to the fans, like that's like a nostalgia pull, but that's almost like a rug pull there. Like that's kind of funny.
It'd just be weird if they went for like the Sonic 06 stuff like before they even touched Adventure, right?
Right. I mean, I don't know. The way these movies go, like they're not explicitly doing everything completely
That's true.
chronologically.
But
So
it's,
I could
I
see
don't
them-
know. It'd be weird to like do like that before like Shadow even got introduced, though. I think.
I could see them going like nobody cares about Sonic 06. We can like waste that plot point on this TV show and just do something like
And then they're gonna
Now,
learn.
hold on.
They're gonna learn. They're gonna learn the hard way.
No.
Yeah.
yeah.
Here's what's gonna happen. Here's my theory. Here's my game theory.
Okay.
It's gonna be like setting up. He's gonna get like a future message from
Oh.
Silver. Silver's gonna show up for one scene, or like he's gonna like appear in like a portal and be like Knuckles, you gotta prepare. The Flames of Disaster is coming, and then Knuckles is gonna be like, well, that was weird. And that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. Is we're gonna get some sort of setup
I
for a
wish I knew
future
the
thing.
exact. I wish I knew the exact quote. I want to reference that scene in one of those like Zack Snyder DC movies. Do you remember what? Are you referencing that explicitly?
Kind of, yes, a little bit. Yeah,
They,
no, the Flash comes out.
yeah, the Flash comes out in like Batman versus Superman, and he says like, "Oh, Lois is the key." That's what he says.
Yes, yes,
Amy,
yes.
Amy is the key.
Yes.
Do you think this is something I've thought about these movies? How do you think they're gonna introduce Amy? Because it'd be weird if she doesn't show up. Like I always like Amy is like kind of detached from like hashtag lore, right? Like Knuckles is like the
Yeah.
Guardian of the Master Emerald. Shadow is like like he's Shadow. Silver's from the future. Blaze is from another dimension. Rouge is like a gut like an agent. She's pretty easy to slide in. How do you get Amy in? She just show up?
Metal Sonic.
I think you can just kind of have her. I mean, I'm thinking maybe they could use her as a way to like go back to like the Sonic home world
Okay.
and like see a little bit of like where that is in the present day. Like maybe Longclaw's alive and like she like raised Amy.
Sounds
Maybe they'll do that. And it'll be really awkward when they do the romance stuff. Never mind. Then that's what one of the Ninja Turtle shows did, right?
Sounds
Yeah.
all right.
I think
Yeah, they did do that. They
I
had
think
like
Amy has to. You're right, because Amy does have to show up at some point. It'd be weird to not have her.
Yeah.
But even in the games, she does just like show up. Like
Yeah.
in Sonic
Yeah,
CD,
I
she's
mean,
just
that was
there.
her- Yeah, she heard, like, they explained it that she heard about a hero.
yeah,
She
from
were
her
friends,
fortune
and then that was
cards.
Sonic, and Metal Sonic was there. So if anything, she's more closely knitted to Metal Sonic.
Right. I mean, I feel like I think it's more important to them probably to just get Amy in there by any means that
Okay.
they can. So they could probably just like they can contrive whatever thing they need, is what I'm guessing is going to happen. That's like kind of that's almost what they did with Tails to some extent. Like it didn't really matter that much.
I want to see how they get Rouge in because she feels like an important character to like both Knuckles and Shadow. It'd be kind of weird if she wasn't around to some extent. Like I'm just like,
Yeah.
how's she gonna look in these movies?
We also need
Yeah.
Omega.
Okay, I like Omega, but like,
We need Omega because not just Rouge, but also Omega is an important person to Shadow.
well, okay, but like, I think look, I like Omega. This isn't like I'm not Omega anti, but like I don't think like you need him
Omega
immediately.
anti.
Yeah, I'm not an Omega anti, but like
You couldn't just say Omega hater. Now you sound like you're pro ship or something.
no, but like
That's not no one's gonna no one was gonna think that. Come on.
No,
like-
that is a thing. Omega is a term in that community.
It is?
It is.
I just like
Have you heard of-
pretty rarely. Rouge the Bat is like important to like multiple characters, multiple things. Omega is kind of just like in like the Team Dark space. Like second is you like him being like their friend most of the time, right?
Yeah, I think Omega in this is gonna be like we're gonna see another like scene of like Robotnik's files, and we're gonna see like a prototype thing, but he's not actually gonna be a character.
Rouge is like
Might be something like that.
Nintendo is saying this in chat. They keep throwing Rouge into like mobile games and comics and stuff. Like she's like a really important character. So I think it's kind of like what Mario's doing with Daisy right now. I think they want to push like Rouge a bit more. Like maybe she will be like. It feels like she could show up.
I could see her being in the Knuckles show,
Yeah.
as her introduction,
Ooh.
and then she's just gonna be in the movie. And if you didn't watch the show, it's not gonna make any sense to you. I think I could see them doing something like that with Rouge.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I could show up in the Shadow sequel miniseries. There you go. You're all happy. You're Omega. You're all so focused on Omega. You're not like thinking about the important things, which are Orbot and Cubot.
Oh my god, I can't wait for them. Oh, like, so Robotnik's been like missing. Stone has been operating without him, and then like they finally meet up again, and Eggman's made like new henchmen in Orbot and Cubot. And he's like, they make my lattes way better.
No. I'd feel betrayed in the theater.
And then they can go to the forest and Styx the Badger could be there.
Yes. Wow. Do you think Big's gonna be in here soon?
They love just
He's
sticking.
gotta-
They love just sticking Big anywhere. I could
Yeah.
totally see him just being in the movie somewhere.
Big is not important, but he also doesn't need to be like justified that much
Right.
to just like, put in. He could just be in the human world just for no reason.
That's how they handle Big in a lot of things. Like in Lego Dimensions, he's just kind of there. In Sonic Prime, he's just kind of there. He's just like a character that they like to stick in places.
Right.
Oh,
What?
in Frontiers, he was just there, and they were able to explain
That's
it by just
right.
saying he's a very comforting person to Sonic.
He's the only character outside the core 4 who's in that game. Just there.
Yeah.
And like they're just like sticking that guy anywhere. Nintendo's saying this in chat. It is weird, like how much more it's like easy to picture Rouge in these movies and like Amy.
Yeah, just like plot wise.
Yeah, she's
She could be like with Gunn. She could exist. Amy,
Yeah.
where's Amy? What's she been doing? What does she do?
I think Amy is like she's gonna be on Animal Planet.
Okay.
She's gonna know Longclaw. I'm gonna predict that because they still did they confirm that like Sonic's owl mom died? I don't think they really did.
They allude to
Yeah,
it, but
fine.
like we didn't see a
Right.
body. We didn't see the corpse.
I think they've left room for them to like backtrack, reveal that she's still alive.
Okay,
I think
like Poe's dad.
right, yeah. I my okay. But yeah, that's my prediction for like if they bring Amy in, like that's how she'll get introduced.
Okay, how do you think Infinite will get in?
He's the
That's
Iblis
pretty
trigger
cool.
now.
He's gonna be the villain of the Shadow spinoff.
Oh, but what if Zavok? Well, how do we get Zavok in here? That's the real question.
Oh my gosh, he's
Will
gonna
the
be the villain.
Deadly Six just get unleashed?
Remember, the Deadly Six just came out of nowhere, so it's like
It's gonna give you like the Alien movie, like they're gonna like have a Deadly Six UFO, and they're like all over New York.
The Zeddy invasion. arc.
Zeddy
Yeah.
invasion movie, it'll be awesome. Zavok,
Yes.
like the trailers, like all the Deadly Six, like boom, bum, 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 and like with like that, like that thing they do in church, like bum, 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 the screen goes black, and you hear like a voiceover, like, "Oh, hedgehog," like you see a shot of Zavok. Sonic.
Zavok- Yes. That's gonna be at the Game Awards.
No, it's got to be number 6. It's got to be Sonic 6.
Oh, true. And like every Sonic 6, like that's 6 word like letters total in that title. Like every letter in like that logo could be like a different color of like the Deadly Six.
Yes.
Oh my
And you could
God.
have hashtag Fear the Six.
Oh my god!
That's
The six.
I'm a
that's
G-
gonna be
hire
the-
me.
Wow.
I'm available.
Yeah,
I'll do
yeah.
marketing. I'll do marketing.
I'm so into this now. I'm so into this. I do
now
this.
for Sonic.
Oh god.
Now, for 1 year, in celebration of the Olympics, they have like a Sonic and Mario movie crossover.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It could work. Like think of like a little visual.
that.
Chris Pratt, Mario talking to like Sonic, like, all right guys, I'll do this. Let's jump.
They should do an Olympics joke in this next movie. You know?
He should run past the Olympics and be like, and there's like a little red hat.
Right?
He's like, it'll never happen.
Like that's never gonna happen. There was another now this was a leak, so like this is real info, but there was a rumor too about who might be
Right.
playing Shadow T Hedgehog in the new movie. Y'all
Where is it?
know
Is it Keanu Reeves? Is it Robert
Whoa.
Pattinson? Is it Jason Griffith? They're
Is it
gonna bring
Jason
back
Bourne?
Jason Griffith and put his name on the poster because he's just that iconic.
really, you really road stopped me here. You know, Star Wars?
Yeah,
You like Anakin Skywalker?
yeah. Little
Yeah.
Haley Joel Osment.
No, the other one.
Oh,
Hayden Christensen?
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah,
How could Hayden Christensen play him in episode 4? That was a different guy.
You're gonna like warp my mind. I don't know anything about Star Wars. I can believe you right now. Yes, it is rumored that Hayden Christensen might be playing Shadow the Hedgehog in this upcoming movie.
And is this our? I feel like we haven't gotten like any concrete rumors
No.
until now. It's
This
just been like speculation.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't really know. Like, yeah, take it with a grain of salt. I mean, before the second movie came out, like there were rumblings of like Jason Momoa playing Knuckles. So I imagine right now it's like I could see that they're like considering him because he's kind of like, wasn't he in a new Star Wars thing recently?
Pretty sure. I don't know.
So
I
they might
really
they might
don't
be
know.
thinking of that. Like maybe someone was watching like Ahsoka, and they're like, oh, that guy, get him in there. I think
They took the phone like, oh, Jason Griffin, his meeting's canceled.
yeah. But yeah, I think he could. I mean, he played like a pretty like, a tortured soul with a dark past
Right.
previously. So I think he could do a neat Shadow. I think that'd be, I don't know. I'd be interested to hear.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Do you think he'd handle the fart scene?
I think we're dealing with a very seasoned professional actor who has dealt with a variety of roles over his career. There was Star Wars episode like 2, there was episode 3. So I think he has the chops personally.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, like, there's gonna be that scene, you know it. Like, Sonic and Shadow, they've come across the differences. The audience pressed the same Shadow button, so it's just that Shadow is alive ending. They're sitting on the park bench together. They're eating chili dogs together.
Yes.
And Shadow looks at it like a fart. And Sonic turns over like he's like, "Heh, free with the wind, huh?"
Oh,
Do you think anyone gets really mad every time we do that joke? Every time we talk about like the third Sonic movie,
the Sonic fart
Frickin'
scene.
fart joke again. He's not a fart joke. I mean, we've talked about this. Like, there's gonna be like a huge schism of like pro Shadow fart and like anti Shadow fart.
Yeah.
Andrew, are you aware of this? Have you heard of this? Like, this is
no,
like
no, hold on.
This is an important ideological like theorem that we have here.
About like fart.
There's gonna be a half of the fan base who's like, oh no, like Shadow like farting, you're making him like lame, you're making him seem weak, you're turning him into a joke. There's gonna be another half though that are like, this is like so great, Shadow's finally allowed to like be more expressive and like have fun with his friends by farting. This is a huge step forward for like Shadow's characterization and the mandates.
Mhm.
I think we're gonna get that.
I agree.
Are they gonna have their own little buttons to decide in the theater?
Really?
Fart or don't fart, the telltale like branch is gonna pop up. And we get to choose. While Sonic waits expectantly with his chili dog. There's
The audience can determine Shadow's farting fate.
we have to really like get a majority vote in though. Like we have to
Right.
squeeze the cheese. Hardcore.
And of course, this will be the first movie with smell-o-vision.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Remember that Rugrats movie that did that?
Yes.
And they had a bunch of like diaper farting and like
They had to
poo.
like cut what's his name like a check, like they had to like pay to use smell-o-vision because
Did
that
Rugrats Go
existed.
Wild?
Yeah, no, they I think it was John. I want to say it was John Waters for some reason, but I don't know. But
It
they
could be.
like
He's a
they
psycho.
got sued. They got sued at very least over using
Really?
Man, can
smell-o-vision.
you imagine being sued over smell-o-vision and Rugrats Go Wild?
Do you
Hey,
think
man,
Just call it
Rugrats-
something else. Just call it something else.
Was that
I don't know
Rosebud?
why they called it.
Like, just imagine, like, for what smell did he really need it for?
The poopy baby farts, the grapes,
The
or
poopy
whatever.
diapers.
Yeah, I
and
just
they're in
wanna
the
know.
jungle. And they stink bad.
Do
Smelly
kids
babies.
really like poopy fart? Smell like poopy fart?
Yes, it's hilarious. And
Hey,
there's like
I
fish in that
googled.
movie.
Like, no. Like,
I googled smell-o-vision, and the first result says competition with Aroma Rama. So there is there is beef between the scratch and sniff community of Screen Sense.
Do you think during the Smell-O-Vision screening of Rugrats Go Wild, during the scene where they're trapped at the bottom of the ocean in the submarine and they're running out of air, like, do you think they closed all the doors and like started like draining the oxygen in the room? During that?
Oh,
Nigel Thornberry covered in both the babies and the audience.
Yes. Everyone starts like getting spotty vision.
Imagine the last thing you saw before you died of lack of oxygen was like Nigel Thornberry in like the submarine.
Singing to you
Yeah.
Right.
That was your final moment.
on the silver screen. What is Aromascope? Is this from like? Is this like? What is this? Is this like the Inspector
Kids?
Gadget movie?
There's the Spy Kids version.
That's
See,
the-
that's the
that's the
thing. They
Spy
could
Kids?
just call it something else.
Okay.
I guess kids
Feet?
like this. Feet?
Like strawberry, that's fine. Listen, the jelly beans are one thing, but this is another thing. And listen, no, like this is the stuff you get people to smell as like a torment.
Actually, there's
Like,
some
oh,
good smells.
get the right smell or get the wrong smell.
You know,
You get
actually,
choice.
it'd be a really interesting thing to do. Like, close all the oxygen off in your house and like let the gas start
Yeah.
leaking, and
That
like
would be interesting.
just like get a picture of like open a video as you're doing this of like Nigel Thornberry the best moments and like see like where your brain is like in those moments.
This is like demented. You're telling me to like turn the car on in my garage.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
close all the possible oxygen exits in your room, leak the gas, and turn on Nigel Thornberry best moments. See what happens. Like, make sure you have a friend on call. Like, they know what you're doing. So like,
No.
if you like haven't made a noise in a bit, like
Now,
open
kid,
the.
if you try this at home, make sure you get an adult.
Yeah, like a friend's on standby. It's like you know, like if they like.
Ryan, I don't know if this one's taking off.
If they don't hear you, if they hear like a loud
This,
thud.
I don't think this idea is gonna save cinema.
No, like if you hear like a loud thud in like your room, like you fell over from the gas leak. Your friend knows to open the door, get their gas mask on, and pull you out.
Nickelodeon wanted you to smell this.
Why do you need the gas on top of like suffocating? Like I feel like you could just pick one.
Well,
You gotta like get your mind in the right place, right?
Okay, no, you're right. You're the
I mean, if
expert.
you just close all your doors and windows, you're not just gonna stop breathing.
You
a
gotta
little,
seal it
uh,
off.
Yeah.
You can do that.
And you
Maybe.
I think
can
you,
add-
if you,
No.
I think if you inhale as much gas as possible, it's really gonna add to the Nigel Thornberry experience.
Is that what I have to say about the Sonic movie universe for now?
I think we haven't said enough.
Okay.
I think Silver's cool.
I
He
think
should
what they're
show
gonna
up.
do, I think the third movie they should have like they're gonna introduce Shadow. I think they should also have Amy, and I think they should also introduce Silver in that like cameo scene, right?
Okay.
And then I think we should also have Metal Sonic, so that we
Okay.
can have like a poster that like milks that and says like, oh, it's like Hedgehog Havoc. It's like all the different like hedgehogs that are just like Sonic, some variation of Sonic Recolor, and they're all like, I don't know, they're all in the same poster.
Oh,
Do
no.
you get what I'm saying?
Who's the green one from the comics? Him. He could be there.
Scourge?
Scourge could be there, and like everyone.
Urge.
Oh,
shit.
comic guys! Whoa!
No, they don't own
what?
Scourge. They don't
No,
own Scourge.
No, they're gonna get the rights for him back. They're gonna do it.
Yeah, they're gonna get the rights.
They can
Paramount's
get the
gonna-
rights.
Paramount's gonna
Paramount.
drop like $4 billion to get the rights to Scourge, so they can use him in the poster. And he has one scene in the movie.
That's right. He's back and he can smoke.
What does this mean for Sally?
Oh, poor Sally. I don't want to see Sally ever again. I don't know.
No.
I feel like it's weird. She's like weird.
He's
I don't know.
tainted.
I'm sorry. I just don't.
No,
It feels weird to
no,
have like
bring
a
her
Sonic.
back. I
It feels
want
weird to have.
her.
It feels weird to have a Sonic Girl character that's explicitly there for like the romance.
Okay.
It's like
Fair.
weird to me.
Listen, no. Listen, see,
What?
modern Sally post Genesis Ray is in the romance, but with Nicole.
Is that so?
Yes.
So she's awesome Yuri, I'm hearing. Okay.
I mean,
All right.
listen, as a how I understand,
Oh my god.
she's
Ryan,
not
don't put this on screen.
a Sonic girl. She has a computer wife.
Sally's fine. I like it better when they redesigned her later, but I don't like her earlier like Tiny Toons design that much.
Your butt naked Tiny Toons girl.
Yeah,
design.
but like when they like redesigned her to look more like a Sonic character in the comics, I liked her. I think she's fine then. I think anyone though who really likes that original design, I definitely think they need to like have an eye kept on them just a bit. For no reason.
Yeah, they're a little scary. They're kind of scary people. Okay, can we
Like,
stop
does
this?
anyone remember like that one Sally doll,
What, the
human
skeleton, the
doll
one with the
thing?
skeleton?
The one, yes, it doesn't use real skeleton, just like bones similar to a skeleton. Like
Ryan, have you heard of
wood
this?
made
I have.
Okay.
like bones made to work like
I kind of want
wood
to move
made
on.
to work like bones. Or something, I don't know.
See wants to move on so bad. Okay.
Well, 'cause, we're at the part. We're like talking. Ryan is so bored. This is something she doesn't care about, so she's just going on Google and just putting a bunch of random images on the screen to like keep herself entertained.
All right. You want to talk about Ted?
I think we need to move.
Yes.
Is it time to talk about Ted?
Oh yeah,
Oh my god! It's
you-
finally time to talk about Ted.
Holy crap,
you
Lois.
freaking know it. It's Ted. I'm back.
I'm a freaking teddy bear.
I want to start
and
with
I say
this.
swear words.
I want to start with this just before we talk
Yeah.
about anything else. Really glad we've all come around on Seth MacFarlane.
I guess so. Yeah.
I just, I think people realize Family Guy is pretty funny. American Dad is always been funny. Cleveland Show exists, and Ted's funny. And I just think I'm gonna say it. I think for years everyone acted like they were too good for Family Guy and Seth MacFarlane because South Park said it was like a bad show. I think we all pretended Family Guy was worse than it was. And I think we've all realized actually, that's a pretty cool guy. He supports unions. He just likes Frank Sinatra's and supporting his crew. He seems like a nice guy. He just seems like a nice guy who made some funny shows. And I think
Make sure to watch the Making of South Park, everybody, and see how the crew made their early episodes of South Park when it was weekly.
Never let them live that down.
I don't want to get into that. I'm just saying I think that episode of South Park, no matter what you think of the show,
The manatees.
I think it spurred a bit of hatred towards Seth MacFarlane and that show and his stuff as a person. And I don't know, as I've gotten older and I've learned more about Seth, it's why do we hate this guy again? He seems like a fine guy. I don't know. I'm glad people have given a bit of a evaluation. Why do we hate this guy again?
It was really Sing that I think turned that.
It was really Sing.
Yeah.
No, he's right.
This guy just wants to be like a mouse who sings Sinatra. What's wrong with that?
He just wants to sing Sinatra.
Yeah.
He
So,
he
yeah.
got into a career that lets him only occasionally do Sinatra impersonations, as opposed to what he wants to do all the time, which is just croon.
Yeah, he's a crooner. He's full time.
Yeah, he made the Orville, which people like. I just think he just seems like a decent guy.
And I think that kind of
He's-
brings it to this new TED show, which, so this was announced at some point. I mean, you hear the announcement, new TV show based on the TED films, as a prequel to the TED films, as a Peacock exclusive streaming show.
Oh, Peacock, my
That's
favorite.
That's the kind of thing you read the headline and you forget about it immediately. That doesn't sound like anything, right? But no, I mean, people have been watching it now that it's out, and it seems like a lot of people are into this show now. Just pretty,
See it on my timeline every day.
yeah, people posting clips. I mean, that's what you want. That's they're getting the Family Guy grace of having just random out of context funny moments posted.
I'm glad clips are going around because streaming services try to do everything in their power to make sure you can't see clips for some reason because that'll ruin their business. But I'm glad we're all working around that to make sure we can see TED clips.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I've seen the first 2 episodes. They're each this is another streaming exclusive TV show with 7 episodes, 1 season, and they're all an hour long. But I've seen 2 of them. Yeah, I mean, what if we all just generally, all of us who watched it, think of the TED?
Did
TV
anyone
show?
watch it
I only seen 2 episodes of it so far, but I gotta say I love it.
I feel like I overstudied. I've watched the whole thing. I've watched pretty much all of it because I was like, oh man, they want to talk about Ted on the podcast. I better watch it.
Were you ready for your TED Talk?
I was ready for my TED Talk.
Yeah,
I was I don't not like
Sorry.
it. I don't not like it, but I'm
Uh,
intrigued by people liking it.
Okay.
Because it
What does
is
that
kind of
mean?
just live action Family Guy.
It is. It is like
It's like
shockingly.
yeah. What's interesting to me is like I feel like this is like the vibe the people wanted for Family Guy without the meanness, because because there's like people say like they love a lot when like they're nice to each other, Family Guy, and love each other as like family, or the episodes that were like that. So it's like for the first episode, I see it's like a lot more of that. It's like a
Right.
lot more of that.
I mean, there's still like shock humor and stuff
Yeah,
at
Yeah.
times. Not like it's not like crazy. It's not like an
yeah,
insane like if you've seen the Ted movies, it's nothing worse than that.
yeah.
Um but it is a lot more dedicated to um I guess kind of like the sitcom like family relationships. Like there are some genuinely like heartfelt moments in
Yeah,
here.
like
Just nice to
in
see.
the early episodes for sure.
Yeah. But
But
yeah, it has like it has the same like I think my first big laugh of the show, it wasn't at a joke. It was when they showed an establishing shot of the house and they played like the jazzy like theatrical Family
Yeah.
Guy music. It
Yeah,
has those. Those
yeah,
examples.
Oh yeah, it's that's what I mean. It's just live action Family Guy.
Yeah. Live action Family Guy but with like double the runtime.
Double the runtime and only one character is a Family Guy character because the rest of the characters don't really talk like Family Guy characters. But then, oh, I'm Ted. Well,
Holy
I'm
crap.
Ted. I'm doing something funny.
I'm sec-
I'm saying a little quip.
I'm the security guard from Seth MacFarlane's college.
I'm noted Ted just like the character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean when I say why does the Ted in the show look better than like 98% of CGI characters in like anything? Like why does he look like
Yeah.
so real and there? Like they animate him like so like lovingly, like he stumbles around like a real teddy bear would.
I bet a big part of it is probably just like they knew that that was where their CGI was going. There probably wasn't a ton of like because I think you look at movies, a lot of movies made now, and they
Mm.
kind of rely on it probably too much. Like there seems to be a very much like if something's too hard, we could just do it in CGI and just overwork the VFX people. So that's how you get movies that are just everything looks fake.
Okay.
yeah.
But yeah, here you can tell it's like they knew they were gonna have one CGI character walking around, and they made him look as good as they possibly could have.
Okay. He's a very impressive looking CGI bear. Like he looks like he's there and he's very loving. Like I said, he's very lovingly animated. Like when he runs, he like kind of stumbles around.
Yeah, he's funny. Like just looking at him, the way he's animated, it's really I love
It's
how
really
they
good.
convey it. I like just like making him look funny just by like standing there. He does a thing where he just stands there with his just arms hanging on his side and he's just looking up. He does it so much in the show, and it's
He's like
hilarious.
a little guy.
It
Oh.
is.
I love when he says, "Ah, fucking Jafar."
You did say that.
That one was good. It's so funny, and like I feel like the fact that it's live action using the Family Guy humor just makes it a lot more cryptic.
Yeah, they
Right,
can't
in a
rely
way.
on like cheap animated gags where like someone gets shot, you know?
they basically
Yeah.
can't do cutaways. I
Yeah, they
mean,
don't
like,
do any they don't even do like kind of cutaways.
right. I mean, because if you did Family Guy cutaways in live action, that's like getting a whole new set, new actors, new costume designs for like 5 seconds of like a kind of funny joke. So can't really do that here.
I have to hand it to Seth MacFarlane, the man, the myth, the legend. He found the one voice he's really good at, and it's unfortunately the funniest voice ever, I think.
No, yeah.
It's unfair. Peter Griffin says some shit that shouldn't be funny, like, and I shouldn't be laughing at. Because Peter Griffin or like Ted is saying it, it's like way funnier than it actually is.
Yeah, we were talking
get
about this before we
Genesis.
went live, how it's like clearly it's clearly based on someone he knew in real life, which he
Hmm.
said that is like the real story. But you can just tell that just stuck with him so hard because he just keeps using. He's used this voice in like 3 different projects,
Yeah.
and it works. He found something that works. You're right.
Just like the
Oh, all right, let's get out of here.
It really is. It's like a slightly toned. Who said this before we went live? Ted sounds like if Peter Griffin was a real person.
I think I did.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's a
because
really
he's not
good
like
way-
a
that's-
he's not like a
Yeah.
cartoon guy. Like Peter Griffin has to sound like a cartoon character, but Ted is just like, I'm a guy. I'm going to the store.
You're living real life. Yeah.
Sega Genesis.
He says Sega Genesis.
All right,
he said-
God, that episode.
That's how they open. That's how the first episodes open. So them playing NES and the like obviously fake Mario.
Mushroom
God.
Kingdom.
But they had a Mario and Duck Hunt cart. I thought that was interesting. Like you could they it wasn't
That's
like
probably-
8-Bit Christmas.
Well, this is Universal.
Yeah.
They do have some like Mario film, right?
Oh, and
I know that doesn't-
Seth is tied to Illumination, which is tied to Mario.
Yeah, they should have just
Yeah,
had
yeah.
Mario on the screen. They watch a lot of TV.
I mean,
Does
I
the
know
scene-
that it's not just like, oh, the distributor has the rights to it, so we could just show any Mario thing ever
Mhm.
on the screen. But they probably could have worked it out for that 2 seconds of footage to satiate me, the person who plays Mario.
The Mario
Either
Bros.
that or they could have just like be a lot more like
Ah,
accurate, but derivative with like that shot.
I think it's
Like
literally-
that one Chowder short, like no, not the Chowder short. I keep saying Chowder short because it's Dan Schneider voice. But like the one Mad short where like it's like the 2 Goombas and it's still in that sprite style, but the Mario's like obviously different. And the Goomba sprite is just the head upside down.
What are you talking about?
No, I know what she's talking about. There's like a mad short. There's like 2 Goombas, and it's like in that 8-bit
wanna see
style. But it's like, I'll try to find it. But like, it's not 100% on model.
Okay.
Hard to look up Mad Goomba because that's a real enemy. Okay, hold on.
Grr.
I found it. Can't find a picture of like the Mario, but I'll send the Goombas, and you'll see what I mean. Like, it's like almost Goomba, but like they tweaked it so slightly, and I'll put it on screen.
I think one of my favorite jokes is, oh
Whoa.
my god, this is messed up. Why would they do this?
Whoa.
Why would they? I hate
This is
this.
awesome.
This is so weird looking.
It's
They're
the
like
cart-
little hearts.
It's the Cartoon Network's Mad. The pipes are exactly the same, which is
Yeah.
making this funnier. Like they didn't stop. They didn't do anything to the pipes.
I think they did a little bit. I think it's like slightly. It
Okay,
looks like someone like they changed some of the
that's true.
lighting probably. But I mean, it's a pipe. You can't copyright a pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite jokes in this show is when the dad is getting a colonoscopy and he's like
Oh my
worried.
god.
He's like worried that the doctors are gonna say like a bunch of mean stuff about him when he's got like the when he's under the anesthesia. And it like shows what the doctors are saying, and it's like everything that he was scared of. That was pretty funny, just the way it was executed. That scene
was so
has
funny.
the John Wiener, that guy who does like a tons of voices on Family Guy. Who he voices the
Oh,
Ron the
Norm.
robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in that episode.
Okay. Real quick. Real quick. Somebody posted this in the Discord. Somebody made a logo for Sonic the Hedgehog movie 6.
Oh my
just-
god.
We double check who
Holy
made it so I can
shit.
get their name. That was under CD.
Oh,
We
the
have
friggin'
the logo. This is
Let's get
peak.
that logo. On.
I'm getting on screen.
Okay. I can't even think about anything else. I don't even care what we were talking about. I don't know what TV show we're.
Here,
talking
let,
about
let
right
me sit in the Discord because it will take a bit to catch up on YouTube.
Yes.
You see it?
Oh, that's awesome. That's perfect.
Oh, that's so good.
Holy shit.
now. I'm like actually like goosebumps right now.
all
Here,
all
six.
6 Zennies!
Can you post
Oh
the
my
Kung Fu Panda
God.
3 gif of Zama coming out of the cyberspace portal?
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
The Kung Fu Panda 3 gif of them coming out of the what?
Zavok coming out of the cyberspace portal.
You mean this one?
Yes.
Okay, let me
That's how
okay.
he's gonna come into the movie.
Let me format this like visual gag real quick. Okay, so like it's like the Sonic movie 6 trailer, like it's just like the bum 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 bum. You get like a quick shot of all the Zeddies, screen is black, and you hear like a voice of like, "Your mistakes have led me to you, Hedgehog." Six. We've been spending most our lives living in a gangster's. Bring that song back for the trailer.
Say what?
Yeah, Inventor says that. He goes, "Say what?"
Say what?
Thank you so much for this logo. This is awesome. But continue on your TED discussion.
Put that on our TED Talk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, pretty simple
wish-
put. It's a pretty like it's just a good like sitcom. It's not like super intellectual or anything, but it's just a funny show. It's got really good characters. I like the mom character. She's really funny. I
She's
have to
very
look up what her
nice.
actress is in. She has a voice that's like
Oh yeah, there's a couple moments with the mom in later episodes where I'm like, oh, you poor woman.
Right.
Oh, like I feel for her.
uh
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about like spoilers. I'm like, am I gonna like spoil Ted for you?
What?
You're
You're like underwater now.
what?
Oh, there you are.
I'm
like-
saying it's not like a plot based show. You can probably just
Yeah, go
talk
for it.
about-
It's fine.
I liked the gay truck in episode 6. He got the biggest laughs out of me because he's like a racist truck. He's like a
What is it?
conservative. He's like a conservative truck. The dad like wishes on a star, like John did with
Oh.
Ted, and his like toy dump truck comes to life, and he's like him but worse. So the dad's
Okay.
like, "Wow, a guy who laughs at who isn't a pussy liberal." And
Right.
I got the biggest laughs just because it's funny to hear a truck say these things.
Yeah, I mean that's the
Uh,
simple elegance of the Ted universe. I mean, first we got, vulgar teddy bear. That doesn't need much else. Now we got vulgar toy truck. It's a good formula.
Yeah, it's a good I
That's who she played. The
who-
mom in the Ted TV show played the title character on El Tigre: The Adventures of Manny Rivera.
He's
Oh,
Manny
that's what it was.
Rivera?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Really?
Yes.
No, yeah, it's weird to me that I've watched all of Ted. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what to talk about because I had like all these thoughts about like, oh yeah, in this episode, in the episode where they try to rent a porno,
What happens there?
they try to rent a porno, and it made me
That's
really
episode
think
3.
about like how Ted works because Ted can do like I want to know more about how Ted works because like he is both treated as an adult and a child. Because when they go to buy the porno, he's like you only came to life in like 92, so you're only like 8 years old. But
Right.
like he can drive. Like they make it clear that he has like a driver's license, I guess. That he can
There is-
drive.
I mean, I think it is just kind of like there's a lot of like hand wavy.
It's kind of
stuff.
Of course.
It's kind of like how they handle Stewie in Family Guy, I guess, right? Like
Right.
Yeah.
he's a baby, but like they don't write him as a baby that much.
There's a lot of scenes like in the first episode, like she's like, "Oh, I can't let my cousin like smoke weed. He's only 16." But like you can smoke it. You're a teddy bear. Like who cares about you? Wasn't that a plot point in the second one? Was there was like a big like he wanted to have rights as a person?
I think that's the first one.
That's
He-
the
No,
first-
that's the
I thought
second
that was
one.
the second one.
Is the second one? What? He goes to
Yeah.
court.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the Ted movies. This is my introduction to the TCU.
I have.
I'm surprised.
Rose
Is
is
there,
the
like-
Rose is the biggest TCU fan here.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. I only seen the first two movies, and I only seen 2 episodes so far. I do want to see more.
Yeah. I mean, you're.
It's I think I liked it, but it's weird to me that it's like people are like this show's really good because it kind of is just Family Guy. Like I feel I feel like we're gonna see people watching the show who are expecting more than Family Guy. You know?
You know what? That's all I want. I just want to hear the bear
Hey,
talk.
if you want Family Guy, if you want the bear to say rude things
all I need.
and maybe a couple things that are a bit off color, you want to hear a couple jokes that might make you go, oh, you can't say that in 2023, then it's pretty all right.
Look out for me. I'm Ted. Catch me on the road.
Good one, Ryan.
Like when they kicked him and it flew.
Yeah, no, they do that a lot. I like that
That's a perfect
that like
joke.
that. Yeah, no, because like he's getting like bullied. They get like bullied a lot.
Yeah.
I liked the episode with the bully.
Mhm.
No one's seen this. I don't think that was that. I don't remember what
That was the
episode
second
that
one,
was.
right?
It was the
That's the
second
second-
episode, but like
Okay,
they
When they
wanted to
pretend to
get
be
back
his
at
dad?
the bully, and then they say, and then they do like a prank, and then they felt bad for it, so they tried to fodder him over the
yeah,
phone.
they
Right.
they become his new dad, and I
Yeah.
liked that. I liked
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
like became this kid's new dad.
Yeah.
They managed to turn a joke that like could have easily just been like, oh, it's a cringe joke. You're supposed to cringe because they're like taking advantage of this son with no father. But it's like, oh, okay, I like that. That's the Family Guy being a family sitcom bits that people want. That's the like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes you think. It makes you wonder what it would be like if John and Ted were a couple and they had their own teddy bear child.
Now, what do you think of
What?
John from Ted? What do you think of John Bennett from Ted as sort of an Anakin Skywalker figure?
I kept thinking that. I kept thinking they keep doing the jokes where it's like, wow, John, you're gonna do something with your life, and it like hurts. It like hurts that I'm like, nah, he's gonna be Mark Wahlberg smoking weed. That's what's
Yeah.
gonna happen to this
Make it
guy.
worse. Do you think the show runs long enough? Like if we get like 8 seasons, do you think the show's gonna end with him with John saving one of the planes on 9/11?
Yes, yes, and he's gonna meet Seth MacFarlane and shake his hand, and he's gonna be like,
Yeah.
by the way, I had this idea for a show, and the voice and Peter Griffin is voiced by Ted.
Oh my god.
Oh, that'd be really good.
You know what they'll do? Like change his future. Like there'll be an episode like because
Yeah.
it's like a cartoon. This is like a cartoon bear show. Like there'll be like a professor character who like, I've seen the future. We can change it. Ted, you have to warn him. And like he does, and like it like actually creates a good outcome. And like the Ted movies become not canon because
Oh well, that's when future Ted opens a vegan portal.
yeah, future Ted opens the Vegan portal.
Yeah, and pulls in Ted.
What am I doing here? Where am I? What year is it?
You gotta break up with John.
What? Why do I gotta do that? I'm Ted. Hey, Bender, I'm Bender here too. It's the future.
Oh my god, no!
I'm Future Bender, Futurama. Check me out.
Yeah, I feel like you've done that voice and it was not that bad. You're like pretending right now.
It's like the Arlo voice you do. It's gotten like worse over time, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, meatbag.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey,
Okay.
Fry, pass me a beer. I run on that. I love beer.
Pass me one of them boozies.
Ooh, turn on the Ted show. Right?
Hey, Fry. I want you.
Now I can hear it getting worse. Now I can like hear it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Fry. Meatbag. I want you.
You gotta like rewatch Futurama and like remember.
He's kind of, okay. So like in the first episode, he's like, Fry. Fry.
Yeah, Fry.
Hey, Fry.
Yeah,
Hey.
brag.
I'm going to the suicide booth.
shiny metal ass.
Figured out I was
Yeah.
building, I was bending girders for the suicide booth. I don't want to live anymore.
Really good voices. Thank you, Niall.
You Jake the dog. You hear Jake the dog?
Yeah, let's do Jake the
Uh,
dog.
Hey, it's me, Jake the dog. Hey,
Oh my god, it's like he's really here.
hey, Finn, what time is it? Radical.
Can you
Hey,
believe you
what's going on,
upstage
man?
me as the guest by having John DiMaggio himself as a guest?
Dude,
I'm
sucking at something, kind
I'm
of
talking to my
whack.
agent. I'm gonna talk to my agent about this.
Hey, Radical, I love you so much.
Who's your agent?
Dadgum, I ought to put one in you.
My agent, he works for a lot of big people in this town in the animation podcast space. I'm a busy person. I'm glad,
Like
you
who?
know, guys
What
who are on
time
other
is it?
animation podcasts.
What's their name?
John.
Machio.
John, just John.
I wish I could find the entire script of what that monologue Jake has in abstract and just read it all.
The shapes are always changing.
Shape going, shape.
Dan or Gab asked.
Yeah.
This is also a question for your agent.
Okay, yeah.
Have you ever killed a man?
I haven't, but my agent has on several occasions. It's a good way to get openings. We want to work on a project, but they already got someone, and you're second up. So it's
I like
pull
this
some
message
strings.
from being
It's
chat
like Breaking
pointing out-
Bad. I'm basically living Breaking Bad, but if Saul Goodman was an agent instead of a lawyer.
and had boobies.
and
Wait,
had
hold-
sure.
Wait, hold on. I found it. I found a transcript. Okay, let me have this.
Oh, this is gonna be real. Everyone, strap in. This is going to be really funny.
Look,
Shapes are always changing. Changing is your normal state, like us. Even if we're not changing on the outside, we're changing on the inside constantly. And there's some stuff about me I've been ignoring for a long time. I'm afraid of that stuff. Part of who I am. So I got to know to shape my soul. I'll be alright.
And can we get a "It's time for a death battle" to cap it off?
It's time for a death battle.
All right. Thank you, Boomstick the dog.
Any other thoughts on the TED show?
I'm glad I watched it.
Wow, that's more than you can say for some TED Media out there. So that's yeah. No, it's a neat show. I mean, if you think you can put up with if you think you enjoy Family Guy humor, then you'll like this show. If you're one of those people who's complaining about early Family Guy was better, I think this is the show that you want.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I have a surprise for everyone. We're kind of reaching the point of the show where we talk about something we watched or played this week. Now, you know me. I usually come into this with, oops, forgot to do anything. But I've made a resolution. I'm actually going to watch things this
Wow.
So, I'm not going to talk about this first one because we did it last week. I kind of agree with the sentiment. I'm about 4 episodes in to Carol and the End of the World. Great show. Great show. If you're someone on Twitter who complains about adult animation and then doesn't actually watch any of the good stuff that comes out, maybe try giving this one a chance. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic from what I've seen so far. Yeah. I have also watched about now the first half of the first season of Venture Bros.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I've never
Yes. There was this tweet going around. I was like, "Oh, post that one." I was like, "Post that one Blink video." There was one of those Venture Bros, and I watched a few clips. I'm like, "All right." Been on the list for on the list for 2 years now. I'll finally sit down and watch it. I'm still on season 1. I've been told by everyone even before I watch this, it really picks up as the show goes on, and the first season's good. It's good for sure, but it's definitely an early 2000s adult cartoon. It's got some moments where it's uh-oh. They say the R slur in one of the first few episodes.
Yeah.
I think in general also I can tell the show's I can tell a lot of this first season's kind of introducing you to the world because I know they really play with it.
Oh, do they have a whole prologue about like dust and stuff?
No, they really like you get a lot of like here's how the like show will operate kind of episodes type stuff,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of fun ones still. Like I'm enjoying it for sure. Like I can tell from what I've seen and been told, like it really plays with like the info and like characters it introduces in those first few seasons as the show goes on, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm not hating or anything, but like I'm looking forward to like when the show gets like really good. Right now, it's just like I think it's good. The first episode of the show is really funny, because it's like the pilot. They just kind of aired the pilot, and it's like it's like just like a Gorilla's web cartoon, like in quality, which is funny to me. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've laughed a lot, and I'm looking forward to watch more. Like even in this first like season, which I think if you asked anyone, I wouldn't be surprised if I was told this is the weakest season. But even in this one, there's a lot of like just funny episodes. There's a lot of like funny like moments, a lot of like cool things. I really like how just like disconnected like the main cast feels from like a lot of the plots all the time. Like they'll just like kind of like the plot kind of happens around them. They don't seem to really care that much about it. Like the main villain, the Monarch, he like says, you know, Dr. Venture is his ultimate rival, and Dr. Venture just does not barely even care about him. Like there's one where like
amongst other things.
it's like that episode where like two different villain groups are trying to kill the Ventures, and like they kind of have to have a meeting about it, and like you just kind of spend time with, like the like henchmen outside, like with the villains like there too. Like the entire time, the Ventures are just like kind of inside, like locked in a room, like not really like part of the plot going on. And like once the villains sort everything out, like a robot's gone out and killed everyone. The episode just ends. I stuff like that I think is fun. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to see where it goes. It's a gorgeous show for sure. And it's like interesting. Cause a lot of shit. I think the show got lucky, going on for so long because no other show that really looks like this now. Like it went on for a bit, even like by the time like it was like wrapping up like in 2018. I would say there's nothing that really looks like it. It's kind of kept that like art style it's had the whole time, and it's a very good art style. It looks great.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where did this air? This aired on like Adult Swim?
Adult Swim.
Okay, great. That's great. So I could just let me just boot. I should honestly just boot up Max one day and just flip it on. You know,
I've been a bit Adult Swim brained lately. I've been watching some on the side too. I think Adult Swim. I've talked about this. Sort of feel like the last bastion, like doing interesting things with like the concept of like TV, right? Like those April Fool's pranks every year. They hire a bunch of like people to do like crazy like animation bumpers, and they pick up a lot of stuff I just think nobody else would like pick up. Like you know, like we say Aqua Teen, like that's like their like main show. I think like I like that like those guys like their mascots in my head. I don't think any other network would pick up Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And I think that makes them like a really interesting network, each like both in terms of shows and like their like brand and like what they do. I think they're like way more interesting networks to me.
Yeah. Right.
You guys have any like things you watched or played you want to talk about besides Ted?
Yes.
Okay.
What is it?
So, I've been playing Pokemon Violet.
Oh,
Yay.
Peach is
isn't
happy. Sorry.
Isn't that? Oh no, the goo. The
Don't-
goo
don't
got to
Got
her.
you with the magic goo.
The magic goo got to her. Oh no.
Go on, Rosa. We won't bring him up for the rest of this segment.
No, look, keep talking about the niche.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to. Talk about
It's the goo that
Pokemon.
makes you think Pokemon is fun and whimsical. No.
Go on, Pokemon, please.
Where do I find out to play a bit? Okay, so I've been playing Violet because
Are you
I saw
playing it
everyone
right now?
talking about it. Huh?
Are you playing it right now?
No.
What is that then?
Well, that's what.
You hear like a
You
noise?
just- you were clearly just playing your Switch right now.
How? Why would you say that? So,
Yeah, go on.
anyways, I am having a great time playing this game. It's really fun. I love Pokemon. You know, I was looking at it, like, I'm probably not gonna play it this time around too. But then, and then I looked closer, It's like, wait a minute. When I hear about the characters and stuff, it's like I played it. It's like, oh my gosh, Pokemons, you're all so cute. Everyone's listening to me play. And I was like, I just hear, oh my gosh, it's Pooper. And it's that Pokemon. Oh, Azumarill. These are so cute. I'm gonna name it all after like drinks.
Yeah,
Things you can drink.
Yeah, I will say, as someone who's played this game, that is true. There's like on like before you even get to like I think like the school, you could find like 40 different Pokemon.
Yeah,
Yes,
honestly,
and
I started
I
playing it
was.
and I couldn't get back to it because I kept trying to play with all the animals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's also like my problem too, because I keep going back and forth trying to get my Pokemon to like the same levels. Thankfully, if you do like a lot of raid battles, you're gonna get like a lot of the XP shards candies, which really makes this game like easier to grind for.
Hmm.
Like I was playing the original Pokemon in ways, and it was like a harder version of like the Leaf Green and Red, and it was like loving my Pokemon are just 6 of it. And then here I just like, okay, I feel like writing a bit. It's like, okay, let me do this raid battle to get some stuff to level up my Pokemon. I do this, and that, and it's like, so I'm such a Pokemon girly.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are kind of tragic games. 'Cause I think they get literally everything right. Like everything I would want out of Pokemon is in this game, except it wasn't finished.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it would be one thing if it was like kind of like maybe a bit glitchy or didn't look like amazing. Like maybe it was like just a little like under like powered looking, like just a little, but like there's times where like it like chugs so bad and looks so bad, like it kind of hurts.
Yeah.
And
Like I had
and it's hard to get around.
yeah, I like had a moment where like everything was lagging because I was in the tab where it was constantly having like the sandstorm, and it kept lagging. Like it was while I was trying to load the outfits for a trainer.
Hmm.
It's like, oh
No, but it's tragic because everything else is like wrecked.
Right.
yeah,
This is the
You
first.
got everything correct.
This is the first
I get what you're saying.
This is the first Pokemon game I think ever where I cared about the characters on a level like higher than like a very surface level like care for them. Like, oh, they're fun and cute. Like
Uh,
this game has like actual characters, which sounds
yeah,
funny to say, but like Pokemon games tend to have like very like basic characters. I would say like the main kid group in this game we kind of like get to know are all like real characters. I would say.
yeah. You get to know them on separate bases by taking on like some of the quests and missions, which like very fascinating because like it's like a lot more open, and it's kind of interesting in a way that it's open where like, okay, I could just go and do Argus mission to explore more of the world, or I could do this mission to get more LP and to expand my move pools. And if I do this, then I get to have stronger Pokemons. It's like giving you a lot of avenues just to do things for different benefits. It's like you could go to any zone, but it'll be difficult if you don't do the mission. It's like, but you can do it. It's like interesting.
People were very like I think Pokemon fans get very like stuck like in the way things are sometimes. I think people were very anti Pokemon going open world for a bit because like people would be like, oh, they gotta make Pokemon Breath of the Wild, and people were like annoyed about that. So I think people got like very anti the idea of like Pokemon being open world. But like I think now like I think this is the future of the series. It's kind of like that like letting you play how you want to play, giving you like a lot of options to explore the world. Giving like a big like area to explore. I think it's like the future. I think they gotta the two things they gotta hold on out are I think they got everything figured out. The story's great, the setup's great, the gameplay's great. They gotta give them more time to finish it next time.
Yeah,
it's gotta be completed, and I think they need to touch these up visually so bad. Alida has a lot of great characters, but I don't think it has a lot of great locations, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The towns aren't very memorable. This one, I think a problem. I think going forward, they need to make more interesting like set pieces, like towns.
like it really is like it's almost like you don't remember the towns, but you remember like just the characters more.
Right. When the game's core problems are like in the way, like when the game isn't like chugging so bad or looking so bad that like it kind of hurts, I might say this is the best Pokemon game. Earnestly.
What is the second best?
I'd probably say Black and in a while.
And there's Black and White 2 that
Yeah.
had like that lets you battle like all the previous trainers up to that point. Though gym leaders
But-
specifically.
But Scarlet and Violet gets everything so right, which again just makes the big glaring flaw it has is like all the more tragic. It's so close. It's like so close.
I want to get into it again. I love this is the first one I bought since Sun and Moon, which was the first one I bought I think ever. Since like I played one on the DS, the Diamond. But yeah, I like what I've seen of it, like that I've played, and also just like the characters. They seem neat. I like all the Pokemon. I like the animals. I like that you can run around. and
Yeah.
stuff. I like how you can see the animals in the world. It's just fun.
Oh yeah, I think that's like one of the
Yeah.
best things I've ever done is like put the animals on the over. I think the problem I had with a lot of the older games is like you don't see the Pokemon at a battle, which is like it's like I watched the anime a lot as a kid, and like there's just Pokemon everywhere, and the anime like just all around
Right.
populating the world. And, like when you play the games, like where all are they? So I think them being like out and about really like brings the world to life.
Mhm.
It's it's really good. I really appreciate the fact that like with the additional like experience shares and then the roaming battles and then like the EXE camp, it just like makes it so friendly just to build a team in the game.
Yeah, and there's again they give you a lot of Pokemon. Like you're seeing new ones a lot. Like they space them out really smartly, but also give you a ton and a lot. Like I said, I remember like before I even got to like the school area, which is like where the game really starts. I had like caught like 40 Pokemon. They
Right.
give you a lot.
And like also it definitely like gives you like more avenues to like for shiny hunting. Because I've been told there's like, oh, you get like a lot of ways to like increase your chances of finding a shiny, which is like everyone's favorite thing.
I'm watching. If you've heard of this YouTube, I'm watching Schools. I hope I pronounced that right. He made that very long Ruby and Sapphire retrospective. He did one on Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I'm a bit in that Pokemon brain zone right now. It's an excellent video, by the way. I know people don't like those long form video essays, but I think he has something interesting to say like every single minute of the video. But I'm kind of in that Pokemon brain mode right now, where like I think Pokemon like has like I think one of the most like fun, interesting little like fictional game worlds ever. And it's just because like the concept of Pokemon and all their designs are just so neat, so fun. Like this game I think like exemplifies like the like potential of this franchise like really well. I just like they need to give these guys like an extra year on every game they make.
Yeah,
They just gotta.
Right.
It just ends at that pretty much.
It's crazy that
Yeah.
Scarlet and
Right.
Violet came out the same year as Legends Arceus. Like that's insane.
Right.
yeah.
I
Like even
Ridiculous.
people want to call
like,
Game
it's
Freak
'cause-
lazy, but I've said that I think it's more impressive that they can make a game this good when they're like popping these games out left and right. It's crazy.
right.
Mhm.
Like they definitely just spread these out because these are like big games, and it's like I love to take my time with them. Like the as a franchise, the way Pokemon Company handles it, it's like you're mostly focused this on like having it be like a yearly or bi-yearly thing.
I wasn't
Like
even buying
other-
a yearly one time. They had like 3 games in 1 year, like during that span. It was like
Yeah.
Diamond and Pearl, Arceus, and then like Scarlet and Violet all within a year. Like okay, calm down.
Yeah.
I think they just need someone to tell them that they don't have to do that anymore. And
yeah.
they're not like
And,
they're not
like-
making Game Boy games anymore.
Yeah.
Different
And
now.
like these games are not meant, these Pokemon is not meant to be like a toy show or series or anything, because they clearly do not have like a lifespan of like a sick gerbil like a Precure season would.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Pokemon is one of those things where like you could make like spin-offs like so easily, like to like fill out
Right.
the gap. Like I don't think they need to really see a mainline game every year. And they kind of done like DLC to like kind of do that like I think that's a great idea. Is like instead of those third versions, just like do DLC.
Yeah.
I think that helps a lot, and I hope they just keep kind of thinking like it's like okay, like like game DLC, break year with spinoff, like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They took a few, and you know what? It took like them like what, like 8 gens. They finally introduced like a masculine woman. There you go. Better late than
Oh,
never.
Yeah. And they hit it out of the Puerto Rico.
Who has topped every single like fictional like crush character in like Japan right now. There's like
Right.
there's,
For like years.
yeah, like she keeps like specifically on fictional crushes for like women. She keeps like topping like every single like anime boy on those lists, and she's like the only girl in them every time, which is really funny.
It's really beautiful. I remember there was like a Twitter where like a woman kept saying she's leaving her boyfriend for Rika, and there's like a Rika cutout, Rika plush, and like Rika like acrylic set. I have a Rika plush.
You need to step it up. You need all that stuff.
Yeah, you need to divorce me. Eureka out.
Yeah.
I did buy. I am going to take Ryan shopping, clothes shopping one of these days.
Oh no. You're
Gonna
like,
get the little suspenders.
Oh my goodness. Transformation
Get
Get
begins.
ready, Ryan.
To be honest, I feel like suspenders would fit to Ryan as a character.
And
They
also, yes,
would.
somebody in chat messages, yes, Penny, the little funny girl in the game, she does call your mom hot, basically.
Yeah.
Funny.
It's funny. It's expected. I love this sad wet cat.
Oh, and she's light-skinned. Light-skinned black woman, apparently. Girl, apparently.
Who?
What?
You know Penny?
What are
Yeah.
you talking about? Are
Dad.
you messing with us?
No, her dad's like one of the black characters from the previous game.
Oh,
And so she has like a dad, a sister. It depends on the mom, who the mom is. It's like, oh,
No way.
Do you not know this?
No, I didn't know this. I don't play video games.
Let me send you a picture of her
was
dad.
it like confirmed? Wait,
Yes.
was that confirmed?
It was confirmed. Like, there's information in the
Okay.
game that makes it very explicit. That, like,
Who's her mom?
I don't remember who her mom is. I'll send a picture of her dad in the voice, like
Oh.
the podcast voice text. Yes, Penny from Pokemon, the little Eevee girl. See, this is her dad.
I was like, what are you doing? What are you talking about right now? I guess that's awesome.
I don't know. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right. Any final words on Pokemon, Rosa?
Funny how Penny ended up losing a lot of her melon.
Melon.
Melon. How do you
Lost
pronounce
melon.
it?
Melanin? Melanin.
Melanin, yeah.
Melanin. Yeah. I love it.
God, it's so fun to me. Speaking of melanin, in Splash Star,
Where is this going?
until the Precure, Saki has lost her melanin, but gains it back when she turns back into a Precure.
Is that like power?
Oh, I also want to say one more thing about the character.
Okay.
Miss Dendra, I love her.
Miss Gender?
No, Dendra.
Miss Dendra.
We did
Dendra.
this already. We did
We
this
did.
already.
Yeah,
What
but tell
did
the
I think
audience.
you said earlier?
I don't need to talk about that on stream.
Oh, so I said
No, we don't. We
that-
don't need to say any of this. Hey,
What?
Rosa,
Dendra's sandwich sucks, but
hey, Seep
Sure.
Xander. Hey, Seep Xander.
Yeah,
You guys any
yeah,
it's
what's
a
up?
3 Michelin star meal.
Seep Xander? What you guys any player watch anything besides Ted this week?
No.
I have been playing Corn Kids 64, and it's pretty fucking cool.
Okay.
Heck is that?
It's pretty cool.
What is that?
It's
It's
Corn
like
Kids.
it's not a very good name. It doesn't tell you much about it, does it? It makes
There's
you go,
so
"What?"
much corn.
It's just like a indie N64 throwback game, but it does it really well. It's got a
Does that have a
funny.
mascot?
It does, and he dresses
Okay.
exactly like my persona, which is really fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
You
It's
pointed
the-
that out. You were like, you've dressed like this.
I look up Corn Kid. It's the kid who had the corn in real life. Wherever.
Um,
I'm Nightcon.
But it's really short. I haven't finished it yet because I've been trying to savor the fact that I know it's like Mario 64 if there was like Bob-omb Battlefield and then the castle, because there's only like 2 areas.
Oh,
But it's got a really interesting take on like the N64. It looks really good. Like you can't like see it in pictures, but like in motion, they're really like fun characters to watch like run around. They really nailed that like late Rareware kind of N64 style.
I love how
They're like flopping all over the place.
it
They do
looks.
little idle animations where he's like looking around. It's very charming. It
I
feels
love
like
how
a
I
game
can
made.
hear you physically turning your head when he said that.
um, it feels like it was made for me because I like this kind of stuff a lot,
It
and
really does.
also the guy is dressed like my persona, which is how I dress in real life.
Yeah.
As you can see by my picture, which is covered by like 3 pictures of Sonic and Knuckles.
And
but
me.
No wait.
It's
never
got
mind.
it's got a really fun little move set. Like I feel like a lot of like modern platformers don't give you like a fun move set. Like I was talking about this with someone where like a Hat in Time doesn't give you a fun move set. A Hat in Time gives you like the most basic like double jump dive imaginable. But you've got like you can do like your little they're little goats, so you can do like a ram, and that's like you can basically ram in any direction, which is like
Mm.
your like
Finally.
mid-air dash and like your ground pound. Um, I've actually talked to the dev. I emailed him because I was like, this fucking game's cool. And he said this game took like 11 years to make,
My God.
which I thought was really interesting. Like I was
That's
just
more
like,
time than
yo,
our drawings.
it was like 2 R drawings could have came out between when he started.
I were talking about like
Um,
that.
The what?
But he basically did nothing for like 17 years. Like if you go on his website, it's like the last thing he did was in like 2004, and then all of a sudden it's like here's this game that I started working on 11 years ago, and then procrastinated on for 10 years, and then finished, and it's like the sickest fucking this type of like throwback platformer I've played, because I've played like Ukulele, I've played A Hat in Time. I like games like that, and this is like the first one that I feel like, wow, I want to read like the strategy guide. I want to get my mom to drive me down
Praise.
to chapters. I don't know if you have that in the States,
No,
but
we
we'd go
do
to
not.
chapters. There's a chapters at the mall, and I would read the strategy guide for Corn Kid 64. Yeah, it's
It's awesome.
it's awesome. It's great. Go play it.
Wow.
Wow.
Yay.
Even Arlo loves it.
Did Arlo make? I hope someone like Arlo makes a video. It needs that.
Review copy provided by Corn Kids. Thanks, Corn Kids.
The Nitro
Thanks,
Rad video
Corn
is gonna put this on the map. You know the Nitro Rad video is coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
True.
he's going to have to. He will love this game.
This is for me and Nitro Rad. This is the two. Canadians love it. Canadians love platform games like this. This is all we want up in Canada. Me and Nitro Rad
like-
are the are
Arcade style beat 'em ups.
All right. You want to take a few YouTube membership comment questions now, real quick, before we end the show?
Not
No.
no.
Okay.
I mean, I could take a few.
You know what,
really.
Xander? We can do it
Okay,
together.
just you're our guest. Let's allow it.
All right.
We'll allow it.
The Ray reviewer, real quick, just explain.
What?
You could join YouTube members for as low as $3 a month and support us and get access to like our YouTube secret channel, which we upload videos early on, and the Discord stuff. It's super cool and it's really nice.
How do I do that?
I just click that join button. That's it.
Where is it?
And also buy Corn Kid 64.
Right next to our username. Just click that one. You get an emote too. More emotes are coming soon, I promise.
Right.
Here it is.
Right.
Here's the emote.
She promised what she said.
Oh my god, is that baby Donkey Kong from Mario Super Sluggers?
It is.
From Arlo's Switch 2
Kinda
predictions
cringe.
video?
From the Ray reviewer, IDK, if you all haven't asked this before, what is your favorite game based on a license or IP? Show, movie, board game, etc.
What was
Ooh.
the
Corn
question?
Kids.
It's not based off an IP.
That's not what. Okay, what is our favorite piece of media that's not based on an IP?
No, it's
No.
like a SpongeBob game. Like what's your
I failed that so hard.
like
It's
what's
not-
Other way
shit,
around.
that-
Opposite.
Okay, so scratch that, reverse it. Let's hear it again.
okay? What is your favorite video game based on a licensed IP? Like a show, a movie, or a board game? A video
Okay.
game based on that, like a
That's
SpongeBob
like
video game.
adapted from another. Form.
Yes.
Um.
Got it.
Okay.
What?
Monsters Inc. Scream Arena.
Monsters Inc. Scream Arena, the Monsters Inc. dodgeball game. A good answer, Rosa.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah.
Mine is Sonic Clone Chaos on Mash.
That's I can't stand you.
What?
Answer a real question. Say multiverses or some shit.
We.
I don't know. Okay, give me a second. I've been watching a lot of Death Note media. I'm still doing that. I probably have said this like 7 months ago.
Okay.
There's like 18 adaptations. There's not that many. There's like a lot of adaptations of Death Note. Right now, I'm on the like daytime soap opera that mom watches while she chops vegetables before she picks up the kids
I hope this ties back into the question.
from school. Well, that's an adaptation of something. They turned Death Note into that.
It's a question on games based though.
It's specifically games.
Yeah.
Can you read the question again?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What is your favorite game based on a license or IP? Game.
I'm sorry. There's too many words. There's this like game license IP
Oh my
media.
god. Like
And I'm
think
just
you're
like my
overwhelming
brain is
him.
so jumbled. I was like, I don't know, like which is like the predicate. Where do I put each of these like these topics?
I literally
in my
said
brain.
think like SpongeBob video game.
I know, but that doesn't help. That's still an example of what I thought you were just talking about media in general. Okay, because SpongeBob is also a cartoon.
Oh
And
my
like,
god.
okay, and I started like thinking of like freaking like A Wrinkle in Time from Disney because that's based on a book.
Seep loves Family Guy across the multiverse. What about you, Xander?
I mean, it's not my favorite, but I've been playing Aqua Teen Hunger Force Zombie Ninja Pro Am on the PS2.
And that's a real answer.
It's a I forgot it'd be a golf game. I don't know why, but I was like, oh, this plays like Mario Golf.
It
That's
does.
a Mario
It
Golf
does.
Aqua Teen game.
Yeah, it's based on it's based on both Aqua Teen and it's based on Ninja Golf for the Atari 5200.
Yes.
So it's kind of a double. It answers this question twice.
There
in
we
a
go.
way. If you want a slightly more real answer, I've been looking at a whole lot of Family Feud video games.
Oh boy.
Oh
that's
boy,
true.
Are there any open
We're
world
trying to-
ones?
I wish. Oh my God, give me the open world Steve Harvey adventure, please.
Where he has to, he's
has
like
to-
escaping.
Yes. It's like one of those SCP games, but you're in the Family Feud like studio. You have
Wait,
to get
no.
out of there.
It should be like Steve, like during like one of his pop-offs when someone says something stupid.
He just
falls off-
leaves.
He falls off the stage. But he like hits his head and he gets transported to like an alternate like fantasy world.
Does he like? That's
Maybe it's
terrible.
like framed as like he's like running away, but then it's like implied in like the lore that he's like.
It's a
in coma.
twist. Is that
Yeah.
he's been there the whole time.
I
he
love-
can't escape.
I love this
The
chat
feud.
comment from Niall that's just Steve Harvey memory tokens. There, I said it.
Nice.
Naked
Niall.
grandma.
Oh, Naked Grandma can be like a boss.
You have to fight
my God.
Rod. Yes.
It's the stealth mission. You gotta break into the house without the naked grandma seeing you.
like Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. That's my favorite.
Yay.
Thanks
Yay!
for my
Hooray!
Wow.
Yay!
I'm trying to think if I have like any quirkier answers, not like one's like a real actual
Peace.
game.
Yay. Peace. Yay.
I liked
Peace.
when I was a kid, I played Mickey's Magical Mirror on the GameCube a lot.
That's
That's
a
not
real
nice.
game.
Anyone else play that one? Anyone Mickey's Magical Mirror fans?
I
No.
watched you
played-
play that one.
I played
Did.
one of the first video games I ever played was like that one really shitty Mickey Mouse game on GameCube.
Mickey Mouse is Beach Wife.
Mickey Mousecapades.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
Can that be my? Can I change my
Uh,
answer?
Yeah. Sure. Change it. Go ahead.
Okay, I picked that one.
Okay. Yeah, that's some good answers. Got another question here. This is another one about Sonic the Hedgehog, so like jump up and down and get excited.
Yay!
This is from Angler in the Discord. Miraculously, the next Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games is announced. I breathed a sigh of relief. I was worried they weren't going to do it here.
Yeah.
With a refreshed roster, which new characters do you want to join hard mode? No Furious 5.
Ed.
Okay.
Furious 5.
Zabba.
Yeah. No,
Zabok was in the last one, wasn't he?
no, but see, Rose.
Listen, they said no Furious 5.
That's the Furious 5. Zavok, Zenny,
yeah.
Zamam,
Wait.
Zoror.
I thought they no.
After Zick died.
My
He died
time
of old
has
age.
come.
And he fades away and sparkles like Yoda.
Yeah.
Master, what will I do without you? You're ready, my child.
Xander, to answer your question, Zavok wasn't the previous one, but he was only playable in the boxing event and nowhere else.
He was only in the boxing event.
Are you not aware of this? What the series does? Have you ever heard of this before?
I guess not.
So they added 4 characters in the second game they made. They added Donkey Kong, Bowser Jr., Metal Sonic, and Silver, like the initial roster from like the first game. And they didn't add any more characters for like 3 more games. And then after that, they added more characters, but every character they added that was new was only playable in one event. So like Rosalina was only playable like in the surfing event,
what?
or like Toadette was only playable like in like the track
What?
event, or like
Why?
because I don't know. I really don't know why they did that. I don't know why they didn't just add like 4 more characters.
I'm
It's-
like upset. I'm like retroactively upset now.
I don't know why they're like, oh, we can make Ludwig playable in the horse event only. People like that more.
How have I not heard about this? I watch like every bad Nintendo YouTuber. How have I not heard like a Demeach rant about like, so they add Rosalina, but she's only in the surfing minigame. This is worse than Mario Strikers Battle League, the worst Nintendo Switch game.
I just think the truth of the matter is nobody cares about the Mario and Sonic series.
But they should. They should.
There needs to be some freak out there who gives
They
more
need to
than
get Cream a
2
gun.
craps.
They
Okay.
could give Cream a gun.
I was adding like 4
Now-
more. Oh, go on.
My answer's vanilla. Just
Okay.
put her in there.
Now, Xander, funny that you said that.
Yeah.
Why?
I was also going to say Cream's mom, but a different Cream's mom.
Who's the other Cream's mom?
Who's Craven Mom's here?
That wasn't that funny.
Oh,
I laughed harder than I should.
Oh my
it
god.
was funny.
But-
They should.
Okay. So yeah.
Can someone talk?
I'm trying to talk. What was that?
Okay.
What was that? The lady from like the Apple game?
Oh my god, the sheep. lady?
REM?
Yeah,
REM. That's a good
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, it is.
REM.
Clever.
She could be the next game too.
I think like realistically, you know, if I was in charge of the series and I was like having a realistic development standpoint, like okay, just keep all the characters we already have, like who are playing with all of them, and then like Diddy, Rosalina, Sage, and like I don't know, the
Open the
great.
right stage.
Like-
Sage is really funny to me being added.
I don't know. She's like Eggman's daughter. It's funny.
I know, but I like she's just such a like I don't know serious character.
Funny to imagine.
I-
Like
Yeah.
Like you can imagine like Bowser like, oh, you see, you brought your child to the event finally. Oh, help me,
Well,
man.
Sage and Bowser Jr. would have like special like victory animations.
Yeah, you see, you get the vision, and then like I don't know the fourth character, like the second Sonic one. I don't know the green bird guy. Add him. Like a good balance.
Was that
Storm?
Get the hook.
Is it?
Jet the Hawk? I said Storm. This Storm the Albatross. They should add her too. Add
Oh,
her too.
Had stormed the Capitol.
She's only. Hate you. Ew. Where was she? Where was she that day?
Fry.
What? Wait.
What?
What was that? Why did I hear
Oh,
Fry?
Is
Fry.
that the first time you're hearing the Fry
Yes.
voice clap we have?
Fry.
We have a soundboard. I could have been playing.
Don't
Yeah.
use that.
Yeah, you didn't know Xander?
I didn't realize that was an option.
Yeah.
Like Xander, and when I was about to say something about Dendros.
Xander, I think you'll like this one.
By the
This is
way,
the second time.
Dendros sandwiches suck, but her it's a 3 Michelin star.
You all need to calm down.
Look, if you don't like it, you can leave.
You know how fucking family comedy dad feels now. Can add family comedy dad to that
Family
series.
comedy dad. Now I know how family comedy dad feels.
I take it.
Holy crap! I'm the family comedy dad.
I'm taking it back. Instead of Jet the bird, gonna be
Jet the bird.
it's gonna be Sage and Doctor Storm from the live action movie.
I don't even remember what Dr. Storm. You mean Agent Stone?
Stone.
Oh.
Yeah, like him. It could be it's Rosalina, Diddy, Sage, and Dr. Stone. All coming to the
Okay.
Olympics.
Okay, is he like anthropomorphized at all? Is he like stylized, or is he just
No.
like a real human guy?
I think it's like a new Doc Citizen model.
Yeah, he's like a new don. Okay.
With like a poorly textured like photograph face texture.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, they should do that. I agree.
Maria, but she's in ghost form like Wrinkly Kong.
Oh my god.
Imagine if they did that during like this Lost World era.
They should have. I think that would have.
Ghost Maria like doing like gymnastics at the Olympics. And King
I'm
Boo-
imagining. Okay, I'm imagining Ghost Maria because that person said like Wrinkly Kong with her hands in like the ghost pose, and she's got like a ghostly tail.
yeah,
And she's just, like bobbing up and down like
Oh,
Luffy's Face Princess.
that's how I imagined it too. And like in the
Yeah.
story mode, she can meet King Boo, and King Boo's like, "Hey, looks like we got something in common. Whoa, pretty
Oh my
cool."
God.
Oh, her and Elise would be teammates.
I think in the story mode, Shadow never meets Ghost Maria. Like the story like is ruined, so, like they never
Yeah.
meet up.
God.
No, they included Ghost Maria just for like the sake of her and not like any like attachment to any other characters. Like she's her own character now.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
like Sonic meets her, but he doesn't really know Maria, so he doesn't really think about it. Then Shadow like never meets Ghost Maria in the story mode.
It's never brought up.
Yeah.
For the best.
All
I mean,
right.
I really like Ghost Maria. Like the concept,
That's
like
my answer.
they make like Sonic Kart and like Ghost Maria is a playable character. Sonic Party with Ghost Maria. Oh, they should make Ghost Maria playable like in Sonic Runners on the phone.
Oh
They
my
could,
god.
they-
She'd be,
you
a
know what, they
special
should.
event Character.
They should.
Yeah.
They
There's
should
like
do
no
that
canon
update next
attachment
week.
that you need to make for that to work. You could just have that happen inexplicably. You're right.
Gotta push for the more. Alright, we'll take
Here,
one
I can
more.
Run with you, Shadow.
One more
No, we're
question.
gonna take too long. I don't know, depends on if we take depends on the second question.
What are you
Gonna
talking
take one from like the YouTube community instead of the Discord if we took two from the Discord.
about? Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay. See. I think this is relevant to Xander. This is from Fluffy130. You watch any game shows growing up? What was your favorite?
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't. I never watched that much Family Feud, if ever.
All
Th-
live?
This is a new thing for me.
So wow, that's why you actually this was you discovering Family Feud.
I mean, I knew about it. I was aware,
Right. I mean, we're all
but I
aware.
didn't. I watched a lot of Price is Right. That's what was on when I right after like when you're sick home from school, so you get to
Yeah.
see when like the kids segment turns into like normal TV.
Right.
I watched a lot of Price is Right.
Okay.
American Idol count?
I think
Yeah,
that's
that's like
technically a game show.
it's like a competition. It's
My
not
fa-
like trivia stuff.
My family watched that a lot. I mean, I guess I never actually watched it. I watched the audition episodes and then nothing else ever.
Those were the best ones. That's where you see all like the psychos.
Yeah, it's where you see Pants on the Ground guy.
Yeah.
For him,
Where was
I
his
think
pants
I
on the
do.
ground?
I
Pants
don't
on
know.
the ground.
It's like
Pants on the
looking
ground.
like a fool with the
pants
pants on the ground.
Yeah.
His pants was on the ground. It was like the youth. Their pants were on the ground.
They should have like an Oreos like double stuff like version of that show where it's just the auditions
Yeah.
and you get to watch your junk every week of just seeing like poor crazy people who want like their 5 minutes of fame.
Oh, you know what I watched? I watched Deal or No Deal a lot with my like sisters.
Ooh, that was also popular.
Yeah, I watched that one a lot with my sisters when we were younger.
You know one that my dad would always watch all the time, and I have not actually seen this show in years. I don't see enough discussion about this show. The Cash Cab.
Yes.
The Cash Cab. We should be watching that on Feud Friday. I think when we do Grandma TV Week, so well,
You said it like this is a thing everyone was gonna know.
no,
Grandma
I
TV
am
Week.
gonna explain it. When Feud Friday started, we like treated it like it was Grandma's TV. We just watched like random like game shows and like commercials. But over time, as more people joined, like more people wanted to queue like they're just like random internet stuff. So we started watching more like
Irate Gamer.
videos and
We're watching
Irate
Ruby
Gamer.
for some fucking reason. I
Yeah,
don't know how
Ruby-
that happened.
the finisher like after party. We have an after party in Feud Friday when we get through all the Steve Harvey clips, and it right now it's ending with full seasons of Ruby at like 2 a.m. I went to bed at 4 a.m. last night because I stayed out for that while I was working on the new mashed video that comes out in like 4 days. But yeah, we should put on the Cash Cab for because we want to do. I think I kind of want to do a grandma TV themed week again because it's been a while. We've kind of
Okay.
snowballed into like we watch like Homestuck stuff now.
Oh,
I
you
think
see, yeah, I'm not into
We
that.
watch whatever stuff I find on YouTube because I'm really good at finding weird shit on
You find some
YouTube.
crap. You find some like weird like
I'm
the weirdest
thinking-
AVGN Scott the Woz wannabes that are like you
I'm-
would think they got like time warped from the year 2009, but they're all posted within the last
Oh,
6
see,
months.
see, that's what I like. That's my favorite thing to watch on Feud Friday is like Gamer Boys.
Right. Xander
Oh,
knows
did you
how to
like
follow.
did you like the guy I put on last week? Yesterday?
What, the-
Did you like
the Splooge
did you
gamer?
like Geek Spooge?
Geek Splooge, whatever he's called.
And, like the one that was like a minute long.
That was actually like awful. That was like it
I-
wasn't even like that bad of a video, but it's just like the brand.
No,
that's
that intro.
a
No,
ga-
I want you to know. Like, I found that, and I was thinking of not doing it Feud Friday this week. I was like, no, I need to put people in front of Geek Spooge. I need to find the shortest
it's
one,
Game
so we don't.
Splooge.
Geek Spooge. I don't care. I don't respect
Don't
him.
care.
I do respect him. I only respect him in that he does not want to be monetized, and I respect anyone who is just like, I don't give a shit. We're gonna have like dick and cum jokes in the first second.
Yeah, it's gonna be the,
I gotta-
the video. It's yeah.
I gotta ask.
What?
Well, which are the guys that had like a tiny little one in like the thumbnail? It's like 3 dudes, and one of them is just tiny.
What?
What?
I remember someone. It was one of you guys sharing it around, like images
Was this
from
like
like
a
the one that
cartoon?
be Scott the Wilds, and one of them had like a thumbnail.
Yes. No, I know who you're talking about. I don't remember that. I could find it. I could absolutely
an
find
image of
that.
it, so we can put this on screen somewhere on some available.
Please, it's
MP3.
like the funniest thumbnail ever. They just have like a tiny little boy guy.
Yeah, like their like friend is like just tiny on the screen. It's awesome.
Yeah.
If I were to rank Feud Friday watches, you know, It's Gamer Boys at the top, Kolobi videos right under, Steve Harvey right under,
I wish I could watch these.
Ryan,
Gap Homestuck videos.
Ryan,
Gap on
where
the
is
hotel.
Doggyland?
Doggyland.
Doggyland isn't like a video to me, it's like a culture.
It's an
Doggyland?
experience.
Wow, wow, wow.
I should have
know
put like
you- Rosa,
5
I know you not-
Doggylands.
I know you did not just say Doggyland like you didn't know what we're talking about, Rosa. Please tell me, Ryan, what are you doing with this woman? Set her straight.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wow. Man, I didn't think there'd be so much to talk about in relation to Feud Friday because there's so much to explain. We really have our own. Guy, we need to like promote this. Like, we need to be talking about this
Yes,
on the show.
yes.
Xander, this is why you're here. We need more
Yes.
people to be going to Feud Friday because this is really like it's becoming a blooming community. We're setting up our own culture. Saberspark made an entire YouTube review today that was springboarded from us watching a Kolobi movie on Feud Friday, and someone posting clips after watching it, and then that blew up on Twitter, and now Saberspark's talking about it.
Oh, Doggyland looks cute.
Doggyland's awesome. Wow, wow, wow.
No, Doggyland's unironically fucking awesome.
Oh my
Doggyland-
god. I am missing out. I think Seep was
I-
right, Ryan.
I take the lessons to heart. Sometimes I am literally like, you know what? They're right. I am me, and that's all I'm ever gonna be. like it. It's real shit. Snoop Dogg has that. I feel like this is the most important part. We haven't even mentioned that Doggyland is a
It's-
Snoop Dogg
Yeah,
venture.
Snoop Dogg. It's not just like Snoop Dogg like signed up. Snoop Dogg made the show. There's a video of him talking about like why he wanted to create Doggyland. He voices the main character. He does music. Snoop Dogg is making music right now, and it's for Doggyland.
No, yeah, the fucking like we literally were just watching Steve Harvey clips, and then he was like, yeah, I'm working on a new kids show, and we were like, we need to find this fucking kids show.
That's right. I forgot how we even discovered it. I feel like it's always been with me. I can't even remember a time where I didn't know Doggyland. But that's
And
right.
now we're just like, oh my
Who's
god,
adding me?
it's
Who's adding me?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh my gosh, these character designs
It
are
is
really
a Snoop
cute.
Dogg / Hip Hop Harry joint. Like, the guy who made Hip Hop Harry like co-created this show. So if you're any Hip Hop Harry heads, if you watch that show,
Oh my
like,
god. I'm just
2006.
Hip Hop Harry.
yes, when I say hip hop, you say Harry. Hip hop
The guy from all the
Yeah.
terrific Tyreek clips.
Harry. go. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, this is the modern day Hip Hop Harry. It's CGI and it's on YouTube for free right now. And if you have a kid, this is what you should be raising them on, and not Coco Melon.
no, literally, I hate how good it is. Like I want to.
It's actually okay. Like, we're not screwing around right now. We talk a lot of crap on this show. We're not screwing around. Doggyland is like, I love it. I think it's great. Like the music, there's actual like produced music. There's a lot of thought put into it. There's some genuine bangers on there. There's some like really cool like lo-fi tunes. You could go to sleep to this music, and it would improve your life. Okay.
Ain't going to sleep. You know what? Real quick, I just want to make like a suggestion.
Yeah.
For
Did
a
we
few
answer the question, by the way? I don't even remember. I
It was-
don't think
it
I've
was-
answered a single
it
of
was
these
about-
questions.
game shows. I just want to
Okay.
suggest future Feud Friday, Ultimate Feud Friday. I think all 3 Nostalgia Critic movies back to back.
No, I have considered that. I don't think we could do back to back, but I've been like, one of these days,
That's like 7 hours.
I need Kickassia to happen.
Okay.
One of these days,
Did I ever-
Kickassia. And maybe Urban Nights. Not Urban Nights. What the fuck is it called?
Suburban Nights.
Suburban Nights.
You're thinking of the sequel, Urban Nights. oh my god.
I remember one time Ryan left like Kickassia on for me while she slept, like it was Cocomelon or
We
something.
talked about that last week, I think, right? That's so funny. How could you do that, Ryan?
What?
You should be putting on Doggyland for her.
Yeah, they got like long videos. They got like hour-long videos to put your kid
Yeah,
in
yeah.
front of.
Yeah.
Really?
Put on to Kickassia. Get out of here. We watched Doggyland. Thanks for the question, whoever asked that.
Like Fluffy.
Yeah.
Hope that answers it for you.
All right. Xander, before we end the show off tonight, is there anything you want to say?
You have
I
a
get
few things that I think you should bring up.
we do.
Right.
Yeah, no, I've been like, I should have brought this up during the fucking thing where we keep talking about Feud Friday. We're doing the anniversary stream sometime in February, which is gonna hopefully be crazy, where we're doing a real Family Feud in VR chat.
Finally happening.
Really?
We're yeah, no, you all know about this because I already asked if you could be on it, but you know,
Yeah.
like act surprised because we're announcing this,
Whoa,
even though it's kind of already
really?
been announced. We're
Is this
doing.
real?
I hope so. God, I hope so. I've never organized something like this, so I'm like, oh my God, I hope this happens. I hope this works. I hope everyone. But we're doing. We got a VR chat, Family Feud set up. We a couple people have helped me set that up, and we're gonna do real feud with real questions from real people, but not these people because this one doesn't have a way to custom enter questions, which is kind of lame. But still, it's going to be real feud questions from real surveyed audiences.
I mean, how would we even put in custom questions? Would we have to like actually ask 100 people?
We could find 100 people.
We
I'll go
asked
to
the Startcast Discord.
I will go to a mall and just ask people. I would be like, look, okay, this is gonna sound insane, but like,
We asked
can
30
you name?
Canadians.
We asked 30 Canadians. Like, can you? What's something you find in your kitchen, and can you make it kind of penisy? Because that's the funniest one.
Do you think they do that? Do you think that I want to like Nathan Fielder, The Curse style like show about like the production of Family Feud and how they prod like the penis questions out of people.
You're right. You know, I had never thought about that. That like they are just asking people like, okay, name. Can you just give us one thing that might comes to mind when you think of like something Grandma might do to get Grandpa aroused? Can we have that? Like,
Feel
like
free.
how do you?
Feel free to get as sexual with it as you want. By the way, there's no wrong answers here. Just feel free.
Just answer
hey,
come if you want to.
Yeah, no, please. It's better if you do come.
Yeah. So what's your guys' love life like? You know, can you tell me a little bit? Yeah, I want to. I feel like they're purposefully. I feel like the producers. We don't know enough about the producers of Family Feud. Steve isn't out there asking all these questions.
Yeah, you're right. It isn't Steve. It should be. I think that Steve Harvey should have to talk to people at a mall.
Maybe that's what the game would be like. Like you hear the producers' voices, like from like the heavens, instructing him, guiding his hand.
All right. Anything else before we end the show?
I mean,
Yes.
This
yes.
was it?
What? Yeah.
Rosa.
Hi.
Hello. What's up?
That's it.
Okay.
That's
So
it.
it's short and sweet.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming to another exciting, ready to start the podcast Feud Friday crossover episode. Am I right or am I right?
Stay tuned. We should probably announce whenever that anniversary thing is happening. Like, we'll let you all know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call you later.
This will be a big deal for us.
I won't tell you, actually. You have to figure it out. you have to solve my riddles. If you can solve my riddles, you'll be able to get the link to the live stream on the date it happens.
What is that?
Yeah, it's like what they do that with Rocky Horror. It's exactly like Rocky Horror.
What do they do? You have to do riddles.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. You have to solve my riddles. Link to the Food Friday anniversary stream.
Is
Solve my riddles 3.
This is Thor on the big screen right now.
No, I'm the wizard.
Okay.
Wizard.
I'm the wizard.
Press your shadow fart buttons now and scratch the scratch. The scratch thing is on the button.
Ever press your Seep Signs Project buttons now.
I'm going to use my wizard powers to end this stream. Listen to my spell.
Wait. Whoa. You're not going to end the stream right now, are you?
Why not?
Because we have like freaking patrons, right?
Oh, yeah. Can I read them in the... Okay, chat, real quick. You want the wizard voice or the Jake the Dog voice to read them?
Oh, everyone should watch the new Warded Kids video.
That's true.
Yeah.
Go watch the video. It's 100K likes on you on Twitter.
It's
Right?
really good.
Sound of the summer.
It's out of the summer. Okay. Let's see what they want. Jake or Wizard. The chat's gotta catch up.
I don't think anyone cares.
No, I want to see. I want an opinion.
No, you got it. No, you.
We were supposed to have like
Okay.
a little cartoon on the screen.
Yeah,
What's
it's still.
happening?
I've gone busy. It's
Oh,
gonna.
yeah,
It's.
yeah.
I promise. I'm gonna aim for next episode. I've seen way more Wizard. Way more Wizard. Okay. Special thanks to the Ray reviewer, Panic Betrayer, a Brickhead, Angler, Fluffy, Donkey Spittle, Legendary Betsy Neat, Poppin' Pog, the Ancient Wizard Funky Izzy, Craftsmaster Minato Nile, Super A-Lift, Null, I.C, Ancient Knight Karis, Gloomy of the Gloom Wizard Forest, Mush TV of the Mushroom Forest, Olivia Gwendolyn, the Necromancer of the Future, Dynamite, Burbot DX, King, the real Yokao, King of the Kingdom, Undersea D of the Ancient Underwater Temple, and Diggy Bob Inc. of the Sky.
You killed that, kinda. I'm kind of proud of you.
No, it was really good.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good
But
night.
now, hold
Thanks for
on.
your money.
Good night,
See.
everybody.
See, I
What?
want you to know I have been playing Pokemon Scarlet Violet this whole time.
I knew it.
I knew that. I could tell.
Oh.